Excuse me. Hold on, chat. Yo, wait, hold on. I want to watch the playoffs today. And I'm trying to set this up as fast as possible. Relax. There we go. There we go. Oh, did you really enjoy my stream? Oh, well, that's very good to know. Thank you. Like, bro. These scammers, bro. Oh, let me turn on some lights. It's dim in here. Gotta like brighten it up a little bit. There we go. Oh, it's so hot. Okay. L ads. Alright, wait, let's get some audio capture. So we show love by asking one simple question. What's up, chat? Have you eaten yet?
An element that we've not really seen from G2 throughout all of this, and that might be the surprise, right? Because although G2's found their last 4 attacks, 3 of them, success comes when you can change things up. It's always the sort of biggest compliment that we pay towards this roster, and they've applied some pace, they've applied some differences, but here, having something that can be a bit stoic, well, what do you stop it with? All the traps in the world.
So like, I am doing a little late because they like started midday.
It's a shield walking into a shield's nightmare. Let's see if Alamau can find some safety in it, or we will hustle towards map 3.
I mean, everyone's doing pretty good. No one's like doing terrible.
Stomping, being able to pick off
Doc, you could be
some of the
better.
Denari traps there, which is good news for Alamau on that shield. He's still hunting for more. Does slip the Twitch drone in. Oh, pops the Goyo, tries to cook Hashim alive, takes a bit of damage. Nice little bait there from the Twitch drone. And Hashim actually kind of stops him. Oh, I was going to say stops him getting the Twitch drone leave the desk, but the Twitch drone just sat there anyway. So I mean, still I think for Shaiko, able to pick off a few bits of util, but it is going to be a much more slower paced round I feel for G2 just with that shield.
Ooh.
Doki takes a lot of damage and forced further and further out there as they're not quite able to net the kill here on the loose player. Gelada's taken bits of damage, but still deals it back, Shaiko!
Drops half.
1, 2, 3, goodbye. And also escaped is one of the things that we said they were doing brilliantly, just sort of keeping hands off, but Doki is able to find P9, get things leveled up. But look at the sort of damage done towards him, right? And he's got to be a bit of the push. They're reading. They're trying to breathe life in towards Alamau's approach here on the Monty. This next engagement, as we hear the fun sound effect go its way, they've got Hashim underneath as well. Won't really be doing a huge amount. The grenade will get rid of the shield. Makes the position trickier to sort of play on. And just gets out of there.
Oh, he's still going to try and go for it. I think because he just has this ACOG, he can still challenge at range, but without that shield, he is going to have to try and prone for cover.
I have intel on
But for G2, it just feels as though they're going to try and go for more plant-orientated kind of siege. You know, with that shield, they can maybe just try and walk into the bomb site. But look where Trix is. He's over towards Archives. He could be the man to play spoiler if they don't drone him out and check where he is. But I'm sure the Solid Snake would have spotted him out by now. Now they're going to start slowly moving their way in and looking for that plant. Again, it is going to be Alamau on the shield. Makes the dive now and try and gets himself tucked in behind the bomb chassis. And there's no denial. There's nothing for Twisted Minds to do to stop that.
They do find one. They get the kill. The rest on towards Doki. What width that has bought them? Well enough where Benja needs to go elsewhere. Somehow Alamau drops the shield, gets a kill, and now he's going to go for the plant itself. Pulls off. Not sure what the fear was. They've got some concerns. Players underneath, but there's the watch. There goes the swing through 3-2. And they're able to stop the plant. Great positioning. It's 9 seconds though, a 2 versus 1, but this is a 1 versus 1, and this is Salt Lake City for G2. The chances have entirely gone for Twisted Minds. They drop down to the lower bracket. They have one more opportunity, but we now have our 2 teams, our first 2 teams, and our top 2 teams of the ML.
Easily one of the best overtimes I think we've had so far this stage. Those last 3 rounds were just phenomenal. Heart in your mouth kind of siege, but G2 just about get it over the line.
Well, that is all from our opening 2 games. We're going to go to a quick break before we're back with the desk in game number 3.
Alright, so wait, they're going to 3rd map. Oh my gosh. Dude, this is where I want to be, chat. Alright, 3 minutes, chat. Alright, wait, hold on. There are 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left, chat. 2 minutes left, and then we go to map 3. It's it's G2 versus who is this? I have no idea. Wait, check this out. Hold on. Let's check out the stats, chat. I'll probably wait. How much time? A minute 30. Okay. This season, we are going average kills for bottom 40%. Uh-huh. Kills. Let me check my recent matches. Jeez. Oh, these were unranked. These don't count. These don't count. Because, like, this is so loud. Okay. These don't count because they're unranked, okay? I was just joking around. I don't know if you saw my latest videos, but died every round. Nice. Victim died every round. Killed 2 enemies. I didn't know it told you. Alright, 20 seconds. Wait, isn't there a way to see, like, what operator you do best with? Hold on. Yeah, let me take my chat back. Where'd it go? There it is. Oh, hey, Joey, sorry I didn't see this. Negative in an unranked game might be criminal. Bro, you don't understand. I was literally joking around. Like, the entire time I was joking around. Joey, sorry I didn't see your text. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How about you? Reset. Okay, wait, we're back on.
G2 are the second team to qualify to the Salt Lake City Major, our second EML representative, and that means we get to have a few words with
G2
them,
has
with
so
the
much
victors
aura.
of this game. So you have Doki on the line. Congratulations on making it to yet another
I'm doing fine,
international
thanks for
event.
asking.
How are
No,
you
that's good
feeling?
to hear.
Another one on the books. I'm getting old. God damn it. Yeah, it was good. Good win. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, how
pretty
long has
standard.
Doki been
I think
playing
Border, they did
for
some good
G2?
preparation
Hold on,
against
that's
us.
actually,
Played
like,
them
worth
100 times in scrims. So, yeah, I mean, we fought to the end, which is very good to see. But yeah, good game from us overall. I'm very happy.
Nice. Jack, obviously with you guys bringing Benja back home, bringing
Like
him back
years,
into
right?
Europe, bringing Shaiko onto the roster, it was really important for this
Jeez,
team to hit the ground
bro.
running straight away. How happy are you that
4
you've
years.
qualified at the first attempt?
Yeah, really good. I mean, if I'm going to be honest, I think the quality of some of the teams in our group were very, very bad. I didn't think we had a real challenge until today.
VP
the
maybe.
VP match.
Yeah.
Apart from the VP match, which was our first game as a team, so things went good, things went bad. I think VP are a really good team, so I'm looking forward to our match soon against them. So yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed with the quality of the teams in our group, but we played very good. And we showed that our team is capable of winning rounds that we're not meant to win. And we also showed that we're having some good strats and good things like that. So it's all a process. We're working really, really hard every week in scrims and stuff. So let's just see what happens at the major.
You mentioned previously when we interviewed you, you mentioned that you do 2 hours of Fury a day. Do you think that it's fair? Do you think it's unfair when people say it's just about the
It's unfair to me. It's unfair to me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's unfair to me.
Do you think it's unfair when people just assume that it's just a team full of gunners because you are putting in that hard work behind the scenes?
Yeah, I mean, we do have extremely strong firepower on our team, but like, if I'm gonna be honest, I hate saying this, but Alamau is doing a great job behind the scenes, really putting an extra effort with the coaches and going into depth on the strats and all the different game plans we have for different teams. So that extra work is what's pushing us over the line in a lot of games. It isn't just
You know
our
what?
individual
Today
players,
I was,
so big shout out to him and our 2
Wait, is the
coaches,
sound working?
cameraman and Romalio, always doing the work
Let me
behind the
turn it
scenes. So it's not just 5 crazy players. There is a big support staff behind us. So yeah.
Jack,
Okay, wait.
congratulations on making the major.
So look, I was trying
do you
to
wanna know how you
do the
tackle that
PC thing,
effort?
right? And it started working, and then it said I wasn't old enough,
Alright,
so then I made a new account.
So you're holding this
And then it said I
very,
had
very,
too
very
many
tight, alright?
attempts to log in. So
So
either
let's
someone
say
has like my
that all the
info,
way deep, Amaury. Get ready.
and I'm getting hacked right now, or
Good night.
oh
It
Jesus.
doesn't make any sense. It's not my
Yeah.
fault.
It's-
Yep.
It's not my fault. It doesn't I literally said I have no idea what I died. I thought like me dying there loses the round, and I was like, I have no idea how.
But yeah, I will
Yeah,
hopefully be on
that's the rough
PC
part,
tomorrow if it
holding
just
and also
if
getting
it lets
good
me
night
log
stable
in,
swing.
That
And-
is very true. That is very true.
Yeah.
I learned the hard way again.
and then we'll be one step
Good
closer.
job you
to
got the
pros
players
now.
to clutch up, though, to be fair.
Yes, indeed. Great calls again last round to go below and stop the guys from denying the plan. And we closed the game with Monty. What classic. Monty to close the game.
I think you're playing a different game now that you're going to play against Virtus Pro, given the playstyles, maybe. You already mentioned it, right? That was the first game that really gave you a challenge, first game as a team. How are you going into this upper bracket final?
Well, I'm going to go to McDonald's and get 20 chicken nuggets and probably like an iron brew. My teammates are probably going to do some map bans in theory, so you should probably ask them, to be honest.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see if we can catch up with them. I think you have about 20 minutes, so you gotta make a run for it. But
See you guys.
yeah. All right. Enjoy your meal. Good luck with the game,
He's
and
so
we'll
cool.
catch you later.
See you
He
later.
has so much aura.
Man's gonna do what a man's gonna
Alright,
do.
so now we have to fill for like 30 minutes to wait for Doki to get his mech
Do you know what? We started this game with popcorn in our hand. I'm wondering if we can get the production staff to go and get us nuggets, because Doki's going to have some as well. But yeah, no, I think, just for G2, just to get back to, not even get back to, but to continue making international events at the first attempt
Yeah.
with this roster, and to do it in a way where they are working with good strategy. Yes, of course, they have amazing individuals, but the good strategy, the good map bans, that was a thoroughly well-prepared, complete performance that I thought.
And we gotta look at one player, the player that's the MVP for this series as well. I mean, we're talking about that
22-14.
first round in overtime. I don't think we've decided yet how Benja has pulled that round off, but somehow he did. We talk about the
They beat
guns,
him
we talk about the generation, but
7-3,
that
that's
just sheerly comes down
insane.
to his talent.
It does. It really does come down to his talent. He is a game-winning player. He is an S6 Invitational MVP player. It does also come down to a little smidgen of Twisted Minds trolling as
Yeah, there's a bit of luck. There's Twisted Minds playing positions that why would you do that in that scenario? If you want to take a look at that round, especially guys, what I find amazing is Benjamin Master's game sense,
0.85,
because
that's
he was
insane.
on top floor on Tellers, right?
Yeah.
And he
That
makes
means
the
he
call,
almost got
guys.
a
I'm gonna
kill
drop
every
workshop.
single round. That's
First and foremost,
crazy.
why is that player under the hatch?
No idea.
And then that guy behind the soda machine,
You know,
why is
one
he
thing
there
I
to
don't
deny the
understand
plant?
is
And then
every
another
single
one
pro,
swings.
they're
Like,
like
it's just the worst
centimeters
possible
away
way
from
to
the
play
stream.
this.
Like,
And I think when you
look
play
at
Rainbow
this.
Six Siege, you're
That
always
can't be
going to
good
be
for your
subject
eyesight,
to
like-
fortunate timing and fortunate things that your opponents will do.
Look at
But
that,
it's
he's
about
like
you
eating his
capitalizing on them
computer.
specifically.
Oh, that
You
final
know,
round.
Benja won them the round. Doki said when he died there, I lost the team the round, but then they managed to find a way. They had the Monty. It was a good shot call from Alamau to go below to
They'd be
kill the
like-
players that were clearly trying to deny the low and then push deep. They had information on the guy Concrete. Once again, those two rounds swing the other way. We're going to a map 3 right now, and we're talking about a map 3. Will they, won't they, who knows? But actually, those two rounds got
Yeah.
them to the Salt Lake City Major.
To be honest, Twisted Mind strategically won that game.
I thought so too, yeah.
The problem was, in most of the attacks, especially on the side of G2, is they cannot get themselves into the building, and there was two solutions. Either they went for a rush, the Amaru play, or the Blitz play on
Yeah.
Tellers. None of them worked. Let's be real, Alemo trolled both of them. The first one with Amaru, he just goes up and ignores completely that someone has been stunned behind him.
Yes.
And the second one, he throws a smoke to cover himself, to run into Tellers so that the bathroom player does not see him, and the smoke is misplaced. So when he runs into his smoke, he dies.
Yeah.
So two rushes that don't work, and then the other times, they don't play a shield, they're super spread.
And they couldn't get in the building.
No
Yeah.
one gets in the building.
Yeah.
So all we heard in the comm was like, oh, a player here, a player here, a player here. No solutions, just information, no solution. And so finally they figure out, maybe playing a shield and getting
Here,
behind
while
it
this
to
is
get
going,
initial
I'm gonna
control
try
will
to,
work.
Are you clip farming?
No, but it's really what happened. Because then Alemao actually took the blitz,
Yeah.
they followed him, and they won the round like this.
Yeah.
And the last round, what
to
is
do
happening?
this.
He takes the Monty,
Yeah.
he takes his
You
control,
force the pressure, yeah.
and he forced the pressure, he gets the initial control thanks to the shield. But it took them a long time to figure out that was the solution.
I'm glad we're getting a happy Leo as well, not a crash out Leo that we had earlier this week. I mean, in general, we've done our big part of this day, right? There's still a whole best of 3 to be played. There's money on the line. There's SI points on the line. The pride of being able to win that upper bracket final as well in the first EML kickoff here. But I want to talk about the two teams that we've qualified to the major so far. We have our Virtus Pro and our G2. Both teams coming from Group A, by the way. That is
Yeah.
quite impressive if you think about it. Were these kind of the teams that we were expecting to see? Is this what we were maybe hoping for, thinking for at the beginning of the stage?
Maybe not at the beginning of the stage. I think G2, sure. I think I'll give you G2 absolutely for free. I think at the beginning of the stage, if you just said, give me 4 teams going to the major, the first 2 teams out your mouth would have been G2 and Falcons. And then maybe Secret, just because they were in the most recent SI final. Obviously, it's not transpired that way. G2 have looked good and have done enough, absolutely. Virtus Pro have been stronger than, and a lot of people thought they'd be in the mix for the major, but much stronger than I thought a lot of people would be. The fact they were the first team qualified, the fact they did it against Falcons was huge in my mind.
I expected both of them to make it. I just did not know if VP was going to make it through the upper bracket.
Exactly, yeah.
It's the fact that they managed to beat Falcons.
Please work. No. I'm still having the same problem. You won. Wait, are you champ? No, you're not. You're not champ. 75 RP Diamond 1. Let's go. Let's go, Andrew. You're locked in. Wait, Andrew, wait, what was your KD? Because you said you were 2 and 4 earlier, right? Or were you losing 2 to 4? Oh wait, well, that doesn't make any sense. I lost access to old email and my Xbox. Good is linked to it. Please, Ubisoft support, bro. Okay. Open case. Log in. It's gonna pop up. Where is it gonna pop up? Hello? There we go. No, not that one. I'm blocked from logging in due to repeated attempts. Okay. Dude, like, Ubisoft is, like, actually straight up raid baiting me, bro.
Hey, Weekend Warriors.
Like, I'm
how's a
trying
little trail
so
therapy
hard.
sound right now? Hop in. Let's go for a ride
like,
in Nissan Armada
do this,
Pro
but it's
4X. Tune out all those work emails and turn up that twin-turbo V6 engine. Instead of letting the kids play online, show them some epic inclines. Turn your 8-person family dinner into an exhilarating off-road adventure. Nissan Armada is here. Intelligent four-wheel drive cannot prevent collisions or
haven't
provide
even,
enhanced traction in
failed
all
any
conditions.
attempts.
Always monitor traffic and weather conditions.
Ever feel like your day's thrashing harder than a rodeo bronc? Emails flying, deadlines stomping, life kicking up dust? Well, partner, there's an easier trail ahead. Booking.com makes travel feel easy. From peaceful stays to spacious vacation rentals across the U.S., your ideal escape is only one click away. So go on, book your
guess
kind
what
of
he
getaway at Booking.com. Booking.yeah.
Who's gifting Rainbow Six Siege, bro? Who is this kid? Jeez, this guy's like OG. Oh, this guy actually streams. You know, like, these people that, like, literally do nothing and still have, like, as many followers as me, like, makes me feel bad about myself. Like, look, I bet this random guy, they're obviously not going to be the best charmers, but for free at esports packs, they're nice, okay? I'm going to click his account, he probably have, like, 30 followers. 100 just a chill guy. Oh, he did stream. But 17 days ago, how do you have 100 followers? You're not even like streaming daily. I guess. Like, who else? Let's see. Let's see. Janaya. Okay, normal. Jeez, bro. Oh, this guy definitely has followers. I can just tell. Yeah. But he streams. Yep, 4 days ago. See, this guy that actually streams, like, almost daily, has less followers than the guy that streamed the last 17 days ago, bro. Yeah, just chalk it. Who else? What's this guy named? Enormous Opus. But he streams. I guess not.
Almost
So
time
this
for
guy
our
has
final match
Streamlabs
of the day.
set
We
up.
got the upper bracket final between the current best two teams in the EML still ahead of us. We're
Alright,
going to
hold
talk
on,
about G2 and Virtus Pro in just a bit, but to make sure that the players have enough time to take a bit of a chill pill, you know, relax a little bit before they have to play yet another series.
Find some nuggets.
Get the nuggets.
Yes, also very
Gotta eat,
important.
gotta hydrate.
Stay hydrated, stay well nutritioned, as we talked about earlier with the tier list of snacks and drinks. Where would chicken nuggets go? Anywhere?
S tier.
S tier?
S tier.
Healthy?
No, absolutely not.
They're way down there.
Especially 20 of them.
They're way down there for the only
Well,
veggie on the
nearly
desk.
20 isn't one person.
Yeah, for veggie nuggets though, Leo.
Veggie nuggets are good.
Okay.
Do you know you
go
guys
try
play
the veggie
better
nuggets.
I
whenever
think
you
if we could
are
talk about
hydrated
chicken
and-
nuggets for an hour. But I
have
find
just
a
done,
more
like, a
interesting
like,
subject to
cardio
talk about, and
workout
that is
and
Siege for
you
us,
just
but
ate
also
food,
around the
like,
world, right?
yeah,
Because
but
we are
you
not the
work-
only
you
ones
do
that
better
are running a
food, better
kickoff
food,
at this
but
moment.
even that
There's
food, you still
kickoff
look
in
at it.
many other
It's
regions
like-
with different formats
like
as well.
your
But specifically
reaction time goes
over
up.
in the
If
in
you
the
eat
SAL,
comfort
sorry,
food,
they're
it's
running
like-
a similar or the same
reaction time
records
goes
as
down,
we are
like, a
doing.
little
And
worse.
honestly,
Like
there's a
chicken
few
nuggets.
surprises because what
So,
is
I
the
don't know,
current
Doki
world
might
champion
play
doing
better,
in the
might
lower
play worse.
bracket?
Well,
Yeah.
ask the same question to Falcons.
Who knows?
FaZe, Falcons.
Yeah.
Both of them
Yeah.
in lower bracket.
Yep.
Yeah, Secret as well. I mean, the two SI finalists currently find themselves in the lower bracket. Unsure if they can even make it to the next
Crazy,
international.
absolutely crazy. I think, you know, and the world, there's a world where we see Team Liquid Alienware, which is previously Furia, drop down. Of course, that would be where the bracket flips. So FaZe are awaiting the loser of Team Liquid and NIP, which would be absolutely crazy. Furia going up, the new Furia going up against Fluxo W7M, winner to them play loss. I think realistically we've got most of the top teams in SAL still in the bracket. We probably will still send the 4 best teams overall. But yeah, seeing FaZe down there certainly is
Fluxio
what
went to round 3.
I mean, it means that Team Liquid
I'm guessing
Alienware,
right now,
NIP,
Furia
and
is gonna
FaZe Clan,
win
out of the
against
3, one of them
Fluxio.
will miss the major.
FaZe
And that
Which is huge.
That is massive in itself.
Fluxio.
And the fact, by the way, that previously Team Liquid had waited 3 years
I
to be
think
FaZe in terms of
Ninja's
inside
gonna be
SAL. In a
Alienware.
BO3, it was since the Copenhagen major. So in a scenario where they would lose to
And they're
NIP,
probably gonna
they would
beat
be facing
LOS.
FaZe again. And by the way, Team Liquid won that last matchup. In SAL, they beat
And
FaZe
I
Clan
think-
7-4 on Clubhouse, the Classico.
Yeah.
It was really good. It was
That's
such
because
a
they've got
I
the
think we'll go to
entire
finals,
entire
and then I
roster,
think-
no?
Yeah, of course, but still, it was a
We'll
it's
beat
a statement
Ninjas
victory,
in the
and,
finals.
and they would face them again in a BO3, so it would be huge for FaZe Clan if they
I
would
think
miss
that's
a
what's gonna
major.
happen.
I'm
In the
so
finals,
excited for
it'll
that
be
Fury Fluxo W7M
Yeah.
game. I know people
And then they
wrote them
qualify.
off, Fluxo W7M. I don't know if you did
then
when you
they
was on the
did.
desk, Leo, but certainly wrote them off a little bit in the group stage.
So
So I
wait,
think they were a little bit hit
this-
or miss in the
They
group
were
Bracket's
behind
a
at the
little
beginning.
But it's very
There's
much
even, like, a
like,
losers
you know,
bracket
form is
in
temporary,
qualify.
class is permanent. They put up that
Don't
huge
they usually,
victory
like,
against
you're in the losers
FaZe,
bracket, you,
and they
like,
go
get to
on
a certain
that
point
game
where you
against
get back
Fury
to
as
the
well, the
loser
high risk
bracket,
carry
and then
world
you have
team.
to win.
Really good game to watch.
That might be like finals.
NAL is
now.
all happening next week. We can take a look at their brackets as well to see where they find themselves, what teams are in certain positions here so
Yes,
far. We got Cloud9 and Rebellion in the lower bracket as well. That's
Yep.
looking
Playoffs.
quite rough for them. But then in the upper bracket, I mean, 5 years,
Yeah.
they've had a phenomenal kickoff so far.
That's the route to watch.
Yeah.
Is SSG, 1 of 30
Yeah.
and 5 years. One of those 3 rosters qualifying to the major is crazy, by the way. Given, you know, SSG, a completely new team, 1 of 30,
and
no
they-
organization, and then 5 years,
Market's
JJ Blast really putting in a great performance.
Just send Force and JJ to the major already. I mean, it's an NA
I
major. You
could've
want to see them there. I
sworn
want the entertainment.
SSG
Yes.
And if there is one entertainment to see of
Rocket League
NAL,
and
it's these
Rebellion
guys.
just
So come
did,
on, send them to the major.
Was it the only thing you could think of with entertainment and NA? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. Valid. That makes sense. We're going to bring things back to our region here because we do have our upper bracket final. I mean,
Now,
we have
this
the
is
quality.
entertainment.
I
Yes,
don't watch this
exactly.
enough
We
to
have the
know.
quality of 2 big rosters. And we're going to talk about Virtus Pro first inside of this matchup because they played that first series, right? And we can talk about both these 2 results, but I personally think Virtus Pro taking down Falcons in how dominant it was, more dominant than G2 taking down Twisted Minds.
Yep.
That's to be complimented.
Yeah, I think so. I think, like Leo said, and Leo's a really good barometer for this. Leo expected Virtus Pro to make the major. Maybe I wasn't so sure right at the start until I saw them play. Did not expect them to make the major with the possibility of winning the entirety of EML kickoff. So I think even with the high expectations that Leo had, they've gone 1 step above. It looks perfect. You know, you've got Nako IGLing, you've got Skies playing some of the cut-off roles, you've got the Russians at the front, and a rookie who seems to just be like he should have always been here for absolute years. Everything so far for VP is going perfectly.
And I think if we compare them to G2, really, the main G2 strength has been firepower. We've said it before. We've seen it also against Twisted Minds. For VP, to me, it's still the team play. Yes, there is firepower, but the team play itself, I think we saw it today. On that game against Slayer, they're attacking the bunks bomb side, and you'll see the team play here between Skies and Rorik with the Thatcher and Thermite, open the first breach onto the wall. They will move on to the other side, and they're breaching the other side of the wall. Now, what you need to pay attention to is these 2 guys, they're working the side. In the meantime, look at upstairs and look at who's there. Dan is applying pressure on the only players up top. And his goal here is basically to prevent them to deny the plant should Rorik come in with the diffuser. Now he's gonna go and get aggressive and get a pick on Bride. The main thing that you want to pay attention to is Pasha. Pasha at this moment is outside the breach, still downstairs, the first one that we've seen opened. He could commit right now to the 3v1 on site. There's only 1 player on site, it's Likefak. But instead, he makes a very strong move. He says to Dan in the comms, I'm going to come upstairs with you. I'm going to help you take down the guys up top so that the guys downstairs can play. The 2v1 on the guy on the anchor and a 2v2 upstairs. And so this is a critical move because Pasha then can help Dan. Dan is isolated right now. And so Pasha will use the bait created by Dan to get the kill onto Breeding. And then Pasha can stay upstairs the whole time. Skies and Rorik, in the meantime, they've eliminated Liquefact downstairs. And so Pasha, the whole time, has used Dan to get a backstab, kill the 2 players on top. And in this situation, Jum cannot do anything. Rorik and Skies have taken map control, they're planting, and then Pasha gets his free kill. Now, that is to me the main thing that changes between VP and G2. It is the team play. Because we're looking at a team that has the firepower, but at the same time, they know when to see an opportunity, seize it, and play well together. And we saw the lack of that team play in some degree for G2 on that map against Twisted Mind on border. We saw the limits of their playstyle. When the gunfight doesn't work, when they don't get an open opportunity, when they don't get the opening kill, what do? They freeze.
I mean, we did see Virtus.pro win this initial matchup, right? Which was the very first matchup for this G2 super team. I think G2, it's fair to say that G2 has bounced back after that, right? They've had a really good recovery from that. It's first games, maybe jitters as well coming from that roster, but you already mentioned it. There are still a little bit of concerns. I mean, you know, the firepower is definitely there, but sometimes maybe the chaos also really comes up.
Yeah, I think they're still figuring out the team and the process itself. Sometimes you can still feel like they're lacking some proposition behind Alemo. From listening to their comms in their last game, you can see that Alemo is trying to set up a plan, and then we see a lot of information about the position of the players, but we're lacking a direction. And it's not always clear. It's not always clear how to problem solve things. And the style of calling of Alemo makes it that they're very often very split. And so when they're split like this, they're struggling to problem solve on their own. But that is one easy thing to fix. That's on your IGL to fix.
Yeah, but it's not just their IGL in terms of fixing it. It's absolutely everybody. But I've got an example, actually, where it is a player that's not the IGL. It's Doki. Now, you're probably wondering, why am I starting this on a static of a Thatcher opening a door? Well, Doki hears that it's Thatcher's DMR opening the door. And what does he know about that? He then knows that actually he's got players out here all over the map, nowhere near archives. And he's thinking, why would a Thatcher be opening the top east door? They're going direct. So what does he do? He drags all of his players back to Fountain, back to site, get them back, because he knows, and he shot calls in the comms, that Twisted Minds are going to go for something direct. And he's completely right. Twisted Minds are going for a blitz rush plan with the Thatcher to deny any utility. And that one shot call, that one little bit of intuition that Doki has absolutely just won G2 the round there. And that's the thing that G2 has. They might still be a little bit off the back of Alamo, a little bit struggling at times, especially we saw it in terms of their attacks. They didn't actually get into the map too well on border, but that intuition, if they can play off the back of that, it's so strong.
As soon as they had the call, and as soon as Doki called to them, guys, it's an Archives plant. It's the first time I see a team wait for the plant to go down and then all retake at once. They just waited for the blitz to go up, and as soon as it was up, 3, 2, 1, one ran out radio window, I think, one jumped out vents window. At the same time, the two other took archives. It was beautiful to see.
It was a 3, 2, 1 on the post bomb.
At the moment where the entirety of G2 gets together and plays as a team, that's it. It's done for the guys in front of them.
I also just love how you can tell that somebody has played maybe too much or a lot of Siege, at least if you can hear what operator is by the sound. By the sound of their gun, or by the sound of what the operator makes in general as well. But it's impressive, and we love that. It's the reason why these teams, just one of the many reasons why these teams find themselves in the upper bracket final here. But it is yet another best of 3. I would like to have a look at the map veto hopefully very soon to see what maps have been selected for this one. We've seen a lot of Lair today. I feel like from both these teams, there's definitely a chance that we'll maybe see it again. No, we're not. Oh, well, never mind. I thought it was Labs. Lair being banned, but it's Labs.
G2 banned Bank against VP. Interesting.
Yeah, interesting, especially given that, you know, they didn't get a chance to show it, did they? So, you know, and then Dark was very, very clear in the interview. As it is, VP are going to pick into Clubhouse. And that's a map that we've seen them do well on. It's a map that's very, very high up their preference list. And particularly for G2, it's a map that G2 fundamentally have never really loved. I think it's worth saying. They play it, don't get me wrong, of course, everybody plays Clubhouse. But when you've got so much talent, stick in, you know, a multiple hard breacher, +1 shield, you don't have a lot of room for innovation, and that's what G2 are good with. So you can see why VP would pick it.
Yeah, also they dominated on that map during the first during the groups. So I'm not afraid to see VP take it. I actually think that's pretty good for them. On the side of G2, obviously picking Lair, I mean, after this record, obviously having demolished Phase 7-0,
Yeah.
M87-4, and just won it today.
No,
Twisted
no,
Minds,
Band Fortress
you know
and
that your
Cafe.
opponent hasn't had time
And
to
go
really
for
go deep dive into you. I'm assuming that VP was
Okay,
watching the
wait.
game,
Yeah.
but you don't learn that
they're
much,
going
and you can't come
for
up with crazy
Clubhouse,
strategies or counter
Lair,
strat just of
and-
that. And then Chalet, which
If
is
they
an
get the
interesting
third
one
round,
because
Chalet.
we look at two teams that
This
have
is gonna
strong
be
firepower,
interesting.
that have preset plans, and I don't think I've seen a lot of
Clubhouse
Chalet
will be fun to
yet
watch.
from
100%.
VP, if I'm not
I think
mistaken.
they played it once, if
Maybe
I
they-
remember
yeah.
rightly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they played it once. G2 not yet played it in the stage. Chalet's actually become quite a low played
Yeah,
map
I'll take
inside
that.
of
Yeah.
EU. We used to play it all the time. It's definitely dropped off recently.
All we do is play Lair, apparently, because we've had 3 Lairs today. But yeah, no, looking at this map Vito and looking at the information that we have, also keeping in mind that Virtus Pro have had that little break, G2
Yeah.
just fresh off a game.
It's-
Are we feeling in terms of predictions?
It's always the same story. It's very often the team that just finished its
Yeah.
match is always the team that has the most momentum with them, and it's very often statistically the team that wins.
That being said, I'm just finding it so hard to write VP off at the minute.
I agree.
I'm looking for weaknesses, and right now they're riding that wave of momentum that I can't really find many. That being said, this will be a big test because it's another top team in a best of 3 with a break where you've gone down in terms of that emotion because you've had the high of qualifying.
Yep.
You've then brought yourself to a lower. It's about getting yourself energy back up. So that is a big test for them. If they pass this test, sky is the limit.
Yeah, well, we've definitely had that before with the Virtus Pro roster. Skies is the limit, but as this is our 3rd game of the day, it means we're getting in new casters as well. We got Dev and Pengu joining us, and guys, I don't know how you managed to do it, but out of the 3 games, I think you've snatched like the highest quality game out of this one, though.
Oops, we did it again. It just happens.
How are we feeling?
right?
How are we feeling about this game, though? I mean, we talked about the predictions a little bit.
These
How are you guys
They just
feeling
came out
about
of
it?
nowhere.
Well, we've been having a bit of a yarn off air, me and Nick, and we've been very excited about this. For me, it's obviously like it's the new G2, it's a brand new VP. It's also kind of a changing of the guard because for the longest time, the best team in Europe has been Falcons. They've been knocked down to the lower bracket. The team challenging them previously was Secret, who stole their spot in the SI final. They've been knocked down to the lower bracket. Only one of those teams is going to make it through. So who's the next new best team in Europe? It's going to be one of these two. And yeah, I know Nick was saying, man, polar opposites between these two rosters.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, looking at how G2 fared against Twisted Minds, I'm a bit worried for G2 actually, because if they play the same game against Virtus Pro, I think they're not making it to a 3rd map. It's going to be a 2-0 clean sweep for Virtus Pro.
I mean, on one side, VP just destroyed a stronger opponent than G2, you know. So I think that helps.
Do you know what? I think it's time to decide who really takes that top spot inside the EML. The match is ready to start.
Thank you so much, and I'm so stoked for this game. It is our upper bracket final, and spiritually, it's our grand final here in EML. Kickoff 69 to 31%. That's nice for G2. I am so stoked to see which of these teams comes out ahead because as we've been saying, Pengu, this is a chance for G2 or VP to assert themselves at that vacant
like
number
almost the
1
exact
spot
same name
at
as
the
me.
top of EML.
We got Roadrick.
It is crazy that we're here. Virtus Pro back in top form, and you're thinking, you know, it's the good old joystick era, right? No, it's a whole new roster. Rory,
And obviously we got
Nako,
Stompin, we got
Skies, 3 Russians,
Ben,
2
who
Frenchmen
top-fragged
speaking
in
English
MVP's last
together.
game.
It is a
we
huge
got
change.
Psycho, who's
And
like-
I was saying this to you before
Psycho.
this kickoff video even started.
LM is
This
he did
Virtus
really
Pro
good last
roster,
game, and
they
Doki
might be
didn't
great
do the best,
in
but
stage
apparently
1.
his
They might be
comp
great a
was
couple
pretty
months from now after the major. The fact that they're here and they're being this good at this high level so quickly, that's the most surprising part for me. And they have been mad consistent. And I think taking on G2, it'll be like that final nail in the coffin for G2 saying, hey, we're the top dogs. You might get second, both going to the major, but we are top dogs.
Of course, it is typically all about ego for G2. These guys are such characters. And they like to be at the top. They are truly a super team. Now more than ever, we keep saying that. G2 keeps making roster changes. We're like, guys, seriously now. Now they're a super team. Before that was like super team light. Man, you've got Stompin, you've got Shaiko, you've got Alamo, you've got Doki on the same team. It's an insane roster. On the flip side of that,
here we go.
Virtus
I want
Pro
to see
have
the
one
site
guy
setup.
who's
I
made
want to
his
start using
debut
like Pro
into
League
Tier
site setup.
1
So wait.
this very stage. And
So
that's
we have
saying a
Ryu
lot because the
upstairs.
stage
He's
isn't really a stage, it's
Are
just
they
kickoff,
freaking
and it's only
excited?
been a few weeks long. Rorik has already made
is
such a statement for this roster. And what another juxtaposition between these two teams as well, Pengu, something that we talked about off air before the stream started. We've got G2,
that Virtus is
5 different
always
players
good.
from 5 different nations
Oh,
3
but
of
you
which
see
are
that
from
ban
Europe,
system? So
2
they
of which
banned
are from
two
other
first.
continents completely. So
Banned
we've got
first round.
5 players across 3 continents,
So we
5
got
countries. VP,
Bandit,
you've got
Kincaid banned,
the
and
2
then
OG
Bandit
Russians in
and-
Dan and Pasha. You've got Rorik, the new up-and-coming Russian, a scene that doesn't usually have a lot of new up-and-coming talent.
Yeah.
And you've got Nako and Skies, these French players that are kind of on their way to becoming veterans. They've played a few seasons now in the Tier 1 scene, but haven't really made it to that very top level. And I think this new roster with VP is their chance to change that.
After G2, I mean, I'm expecting good things from them on defense because they're naturally playing much closer together. So I think the real challenge will be for G2 on the attack. But for this very first round of defense, they've done a very good job at layering out their options, right? They got Stompin on the Clash playing main stairs. That's gonna be the first point of contact because they've completely surrendered the roam game.
Stompin
That's
on
why
the
VP,
Clash.
they're storming the building, kitchen hat, top floor, just double joining everything, making sure that there's no people ratting in the corners. But that's gonna be the first layer. And they're facing C4s beneath the kitchen hatch. They have mirror windows to the backside of blue. So they're saying, if you go backside, we got mirror, front side, we got the Clash. It means that VP, they aren't gonna have one super easy point of entry. G2 was saying, we'll take the 5v5. When you get through the site, you have a tough time no matter where you attack us from. But VP do have good tools for this, right? A Twitch drone could maybe get a mirror window. Cameras on fire and the Blitz can easily find a pick or an injury kill. So it really will just come down to perfection on the execute from both of these two teams.
I like that we see VP making this vert before they start over-contesting that Clash as well, so they have the cutoff to make sure that nobody is playing behind that vert as well. No one's behind the Clash, you're right. Now Stompin is falling all the way back. Really gonna have to deal with that Clash long before you get that Blitz in the building. Also gonna have to deal with these mirrors. 1 Ash charge remaining for Dan.
Yeah. If Animal hears the Blitz outside, wants to break open this wall, I want to see him call towards Stompin saying, hey, they're pushing a shield inside a dirt. Because the number 1 shield counter is of course going to be the Clash. But on another look here, there are 2 separate Goyo canisters in the dirt tunnel. That's 40 seconds on this timer, that is 50. So we know that
Those
pushing
are
dirt right now
very
is not really feasible
solid
whatsoever.
Goyos.
And unless VP read into that or drone that second canister, they cannot go dirt anymore. So G2 only have to worry about blue, which has a hatch, bottom main stairs, and then motor kitchen hatch. They have maybe 4 or 5 angles to watch, but with 5 defenders alive and Clash mirror windows, they can easily cover all the angles. That's quite rare for this basement bomb side.
That's right, the Goyo here is an absolute killer, but VP a fire of their own, not just in the Capitale, but in the gunfire itself. Rorik manages to sneak up through and find an opening kill, while Doki's C4 will reply. An aggressive play at the Clash at the bottom of main stairs. Stompin has made it a fortress. Him and Benja together are going to get very sneaky, darting back and forth between Arsenal and the main stairs. Pasha and Dan, the spirit on through. And it's time for Dan to drop, but no, Stompin is there waiting to receive. And the
Dude,
American
G2
will
played
finish
that
up the round for
perfectly,
G2.
dude.
Oh, it comes
They
down
did
to such a
Clash
small
on main
detail there,
stairs,
right? They did divert
which
by
they
the main
could've pushed
staircase
main
that
stairs.
originally...
They
This is
had
a
3
pretty
Goyos in
game.
dirt.
Hello,
They had a
Doki.
mirror on
Focus
blue.
up, my guy.
Like, they couldn't do
They
anything.
did the vert on the main stairs.
Yeah, what are they supposed to
and
do?
then they forced back Stompin,
And this
but they
guy's
never
eating
made the
McDonald's
vert
mid-game.
in both of the bottom stairs areas. There's the bottom stairs by the
tough.
hallway that sees triple wall and church door, and there's the bottom main that sees the bottom platform. Stompin just put down the shield and just locked down both the hallway and the kitchen hatch from that same angle. So very small detail.
Dude, like, his keyboard is, like,
that gets missed by
behind his
VP.
monitor.
On the other side,
don't
G2
know
never
how
popped the
one
second
plays
Goyo
like
fire in
that.
dirt tunnel, so they found the gap in dirt. That caught Animal by surprise himself. And I mean, it also goes to show, right? The turnaround time from best of 3 series. Doki finished up the first series against Mr. Minds, instantly ordered some food, did the prep work, did the interview, great interview by the way, and then gets the food delivered probably right before the game started. So bro is multitasking.
It's something that I was saying to you before we started. Don't they usually get a bit of a longer break? But man, this is just incessant. These teams having to go back to back. You could say that this gives an advantage to G2, but on the flip side, they are
Okay, wait, they are
such a momentum-focused team, especially after a really big victory, 8-7 for their final map of the Twisted Minds. You'd be so
qualifying for SLC.
It's not a bad idea because then
qualifying for
like,
SLC.
the only way they can
on
get
top of all
there
that,
is, like,
we talked about the
through
stakes
red,
of this game.
and then
There's,
like
not only is it the label of best in EU, but it's also an extra 65 SI points up to 240 from 175, which is a pretty decent amount and will make a big difference for your standings on the Six Invitational calendar. On top of that, it's
Getting
about
wall.
4,000
There is Mira
euros,
on the wall, so they
4,000
don't really
US,
have to worry about it.
1,500 euro, which is nothing to scoff at as
And
well.
I think they know
so there's
that,
a lot
which is
going
also
behind
why
this
they're
game.
not really
Yet, you've already
full on
qualified for
pressure.
SLC, so there's pressure off in a way, which might let you relax and play in your stride a bit more, which certainly favors G2.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. Definitely favors G2 more than VP. This dash pick, right? It feels forced to me. And that's not a bad thing. But this is pretty much screaming that good old story of G2 wants Virtus Pro to feel that frustration and then ban the Clash as the third operator. And then G2 can show their real hand on defense. But they're also bringing the Mirror at the same time. Twice in a row now. They're showing two different operators that are pretty troublesome to deal with at times. And VP can only get rid of one of them. So G2 really layering the strats right now, saying, hey, we're playing strong rounds in the first 3, but we got something secret coming to you in the last 3. So Virtus Pro, with this information, right, they need to pick up at least one of these 2 following attacking rounds, because things can maybe only get harder from here, honestly.
And I'd pile on that conversation about operators on the defense and add the Azami to it. The Azami is so powerful here, especially for the ability to get aggressive mid-round. It's also going to net Shaiko a kill. That's the second best player in EML, getting very active. The newest addition to G2, known for his firepower. VP now, without their Twitch, won't be able to clear some more of this util on site. Those mirrors have one less counter as the Thorn Traps. However, you can always just shoot the mirror himself. In this case, that's Benja who goes down, but not without a bit of HP damage to both Skies and Rorik on the VP side.
Now VP, they still have the obstacle of Stompin being alive. The Clash Shield, the legs showing up. Stompin, oh sorry, Doki rather gets taken down from the window angle. Good trade back. Stompin and Elema now, last 2 players remaining. Mirror windows out of office, one toxic babe, and Stompin knocking down both the breach of Jacuzzi and bathroom.
It's very atypical to see so many kills come out just from window pressure, but Stompin manages to sneak between. Alamau joins the fray. And it's just Skies remaining. He's affected now by the Thorn Trap. A quick peek from one, but Alamau finishes him off. G2 continues fighting back, pressing their advantage, and closing the second round.
I think we're going to watch whoever wins this round, and then we're going to
for the fries.
Where are the nuggies, man? He said he was bringing nuggies.
First round's the burger, second round's the fries. We're spilling water everywhere. I mean, this is prime G2, right? we're still clip farming. We got popcorn last week. We got a water bottle this week. Thankfully, his keyboard's fine. Okay, nothing got harmed in the making of that water bottle. It's okay. Small mishap though from the side. They didn't push together in the end. I think it was Nako who walked in on the condo here. We'll see it in a second, and his teammates weren't ready. They were out. Look, he walks in, and then his teammates are outside the building, only about to enter office. That's the VP where in every single highlight reel, this kickoff event, they've been 3, 2, 1, they've been on the timing. But that right there, they're about 2 seconds off. If Nako walks into Master while the guy pushes office, while you jump in the gym window, there's only 2 defenders. Either Animal will kill the guy going office, and then he dies to Nako, or vice versa. Maybe you get that guaranteed trade kill, now you're playing 2v1 against Stompin. That's great. But because you're 2 seconds off, all of a sudden you get a 1v1 and a 1v1, and then G2 force the 2v1 spin at the end of the round.
Alright. What do I got here? I got like an apple bar and some fruit snacks.
The drone got so far. I wanted to not get the wall.
Alright, we're going to the... So I'm noticing in Pro League, they usually go for the same strat almost every round.
Strategy on the defense.
Like, I mean, I guess if it's not broke, don't fix it.
The operators are changing with it. They're not forcing that clash for all 3 sides. This is a much looser operator setup. No mirror, no clash. The Azami obviously will be instrumental for trying to hold on to rafters, but you're also supported by the Wamai, who I feel like we've seen a bunch more of recently, which is exciting. Also notice how they don't reinforce the bottom garage. Because it costs a lot of reinforce. It costs 4, and it's kind of only really worth it if you do all of them. Instead, they've made holes in the soft wall to make it harder to use any thermite utility on it, which then is kind of demanding a bit of extra util from Skies on the Florist, because we don't actually have a lot of safe soft breach here for VP otherwise.
Yeah, they stretched them thin, right? They gotta pick their strong utility operators, but also they pick the Kali. Is it for the wall denial? Well, probably not, because they banned Bandit Kai. Is it for the clash? Maybe if they hit a defending operator? Maybe. The only thing Kali has done so far is, of course, pop some of the Almighties and some of the Akiba barriers, but the value has been minimal. And G2 are investing 3 people catwalk, because Alamau is playing bottom blue, you have 2 people on the rafters, and they double reinforce the wall. So VP are just burning utility. They have almost nothing left now but the Capital Fire, and they've gotten nowhere in this round. G2 have locked them from entering the building in all the high value areas, leaving Skies to go fishing below on the Florist.
Such a good strat, such a nice setup. Problem is, Skies is in a crossfire here. Shaiko's
How is
found
Shaiko
one.
alive here?
Up on the rafters. Nako is the only one with a DMR to try and clear these Kiba barriers. The fire will start to fry Doki. He somehow survives, decides to drop down below. The open wall gives him extra angles, but they work both ways. And Nako shuts them down. 45 seconds. There's still one player up in the rafters for VP to deal with.
Somehow there's still 40 seconds left. Yeah, I'm so surprised. I feel like this round has been just speeding past us. And still, I gotta figure it out. Flashbang spamming, trying to clear out Shaiko's position. That's exactly where he is.
Once they get raptors, they're done.
Man, this is so hard for VP. Shaiko eventually goes down.
Sucks.
The damage has been done. Looking at that clock, we know that VP don't have a lot of time left, and G2 know it as well. They're gonna have to breach this wall so quickly and start to get into action. They have a 4v3 advantage as Alamau from the top of the stairs tries to go for a bit of a peek. We've got Benja as well, C75 in hand, sprays briefly for a moment. Stomper though to go big for 2. Forcing Skies desperately inside, but he will fall.
I don't know how they clutched that.
From
Because they
down
had
below through the
that's
found
insane.
the
Look at
plant
Shaiko's
denial,
so cool.
and pretty much everything that G2 needed.
I don't know,
It's
they
a
should have won that.
picture-perfect
They had
counter
Raptors. They had like
from
3 people
G2
Raptors.
and a
They all rushed
rock-solid
breach.
cash defense.
I mean, it really is. It's so hard to win CCTV that the best way is often a pocket strat where you do things a bit different. They were doing a pocket strat for sure because that was not the usual setup. VP kind of failing to pick it apart. I mean, Doki was exposed from the bottom Garrett soft wall, proning in 90 the entire time, and nobody from VP is there to get the angle. Late round, maybe a small critical error as well, right? When you breach that catwalk off this wall with a can opener, if you choose the left-hand side from catwalk into the breach, you're exposed from the bomb side door. So you have a crossfire and you cannot into the bomb side. If you breach the right-hand side, you actually have much less lines of angles that can see you. So they die because they arguably breached the wrong side of the wall, couldn't clear Doki efficiently, and they didn't get to use their utility very strongly. They also had a Kali, but there was no mirror, there was no clash, and there was no wall denial. So the Kali gadget, the best they could do was try and burn them on mine magnets and maybe get some keeper barriers, and that was really it. So very low value round there from VP.
Yeah, they're going to take their tactical timeout. I got a question for you, and perhaps a question that VP need to be asking themselves in this tactical timeout. It's 2 rounds now where I personally feel like VP did not have the perfect 5 operators to deal with the perfect 5 operators.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that. You guys are hearing like a crazy echo.
Perfectly counter every single operator in the setup, whether it's the Mira, whether it's the Goyo, whether it's the Azami, whether it's the Lamai, whether kind of, right? Pick the perfect operators, but I feel like VP, they spent their prep phase maybe not droning the site as much. But like, how do you balance droning the site to gain information so you can repick, and pre-placing your drone so you can take map control fast and so you retain more drones for later in the round? How do you find that balance? Because I feel like VP...
It's actually not a huge problem because the defenders are not gonna give you like 4 different problems to solve. You know, Twitch for the Goyo, Ash for the mirror window, but then Kali for the clash, and then Capital for the, you know, a crucial position. Usually defenders will lean into like they're trap heavy, or they're plant denial heavy, or they got whatever setup that they have. Soft destruction, let's say maybe, right? That previous round, G2, like you pointed out, they had soft walls bottom garage. So VP now need a self-destroyer on CCTV attack, but you're not gonna bring Bach and Ram instead usually for that. So they bring the Florist because Florist has a bit of both, but then they bring the Kalins in case of Clash Mirror, but then G2 didn't bring those operators. So you're right, it's really hard to get all the right tools, and VP have struggled with this, but I think it's thanks to G2 and how they're choosing to play these rounds. It's been their good effort, not the lack of effort from Virtus Pro. Now we saw the third operator bans come out while we're yapping. Monty target banned away. I like this because the 3-0 up is going to be that stability crutch operator for a lot of attacking teams to kind of fall back upon to reset the tempo. And then Virtus Pro, like you said yourself, Asami, a high value operator you can play on every single bomb site, gets target banned.
Yeah.
But now we're going to see Clash Mirror open for every single bomb site if you want to play it. And Stumpen has been phenomenal on both the previous 2 rounds on that operator of Clash.
There's also a third Goyo there too.
I got to admit here, G2 obviously, they have a reputation for being like really aggressive, loosey-goosey, like ego swingers. And while Romalio and Alamau are very strat-heavy guys, that's not what we know them for. Hold that thought for a second. Nako gets taken down by Doki lurking at the top of the stairs. Typically, your blitz needs to be the one finding those entry kills. That's why you pick the shield, so you can clear things without droning as much. But to lose Nako is a very expensive pick for VP.
Yeah.
We have a very similar thing happening here with Benja and Bar.
It's smart, because when Doki's overselling it and they cleared a bunch of mute jammers top floor, they're probably not gonna double drone everything. Plus the timer is much slower. They're a minute slower than the previous basement attack. They're gonna assume some things are clear because they already found the guy ratting. That was Doki. But they're wrong. And the drone is right there. A check pool table, but at the corner. Benja is primed for a singular kill. The question is, does he go before the execute and create chaos, or does he wait for him to try and go for a plant and hit a very late round flank and just deny the planter, for example? That's the tough decision of a Benja. Exactly. He's gonna wait right now because T2 aren't feeling any pressure on the bomb side. The second they're signaling that they're gonna go for a play, he can either flank Moto Hatch if that's the issue, walk down bottom main, or retake kitchen hatch control.
Yeah, very smart.
Now he finally starts to make his move. He's not going to be seen. He finds a free kill on Disguise at the main stairs. Now does he drop down the Moto Hatch? Does he stay upstairs? That's his next question. He's dropped down below. And you're right. Now 3v4, the 20 seconds to play. VP, they find a pick, but they still have to deal with that clash. There's still util on site that they will be walking into. The thorn traps, the barbed wire. Now they just have to get desperate. They need to drop good flashbang, but pushing straight through it. Stumpen finds the kill. Once again, a hero play from G2, and it all but locks VP out of the round. It will be 4 straight for the defense as G2 take no prisoners.
It's beautiful. Again, the layering, the strategy, and if you're Virtus Pro watching the G2 game against Twisted Minds, you're thinking, we can outpace them, out-strategize them because they're not playing together, they don't have the crossfires, they're not layering their defense or their attacking rounds. G2 are doing so many things differently and better up against Virtus Pro. It almost feels like not saving strats, but playing to your enemy's level. Against Twisted Minds, if you're a super team of fraggers like G2 they have, you can just fight them 1v1s and take those gunfights. Up against VP, who are much more in team sync, you can play that team game and actually out-strategize or out-time them. It's G2 peeking 2v1, it's them having the Goyo fire layer, it's them having the fallback strats, it's them finding the opening picks or a trade almost every single time. They have been ahead at the vast majority of turns so far in Clubhouse.
Yeah, that they have. VP have taken their tactical timeout and found no rounds. It's going to be so hard for them to find a way to get back into this game here.
I mean, this is also where the Monty ban is even better, right? I mean, I would look like, guys, it's Monty time. We can roam clear everything, we can push everything. It's not like a big issue against the Clash either. Monty is like the one shield operator that can probably live against the Clash because you don't get, you get stunned, but because you got the extended shield, you can still kind of block bullets and kind of play a bit more ego. But if you're a Blackbeard or a Blitz, I mean, you have nothing you can do against the Clash. And we saw it there at third tunnel, right? They saw the Clash and said, oh, I guess we go elsewhere. But the timer's running low. And this was the thing that I found interesting in the first 3 rounds of defense of G2. They were quote-unquote forcing the Clash. But then you point out, they're not just playing the Clash, they're playing a lot of strong operators. The Mira, the Asami, they're playing Smoke as well these days, actually. Virtus Pro had to ban one of those 3 problematic operators. And no matter which one they picked, there was gonna be a punishment. Virtus Pro now, they're back on the Kali. That's great, because now there is actually a Clash on the side and a Mira, so Dan can get insane value, which compared to the CCTV attack, where he got almost none, it's going to be a different tale.
Blackbeard also being used as a soft breacher there. I mean, that's just another example of an operator that has multiple bits of value here. The fact that we didn't see CCTV reinforced by G2 allows VP to get extra value out of that operator. And yeah, like we've said, a big part of this is going to be imperative to make sure we get max value out of the best possible up lineup for VP. I just noticed though, we didn't even take out the default camera over towards Jacuzzi, which hopefully that happens later in the round when people start moving over there. But at least VP have made very quick progress over on the cache CCTV side. Very rarely do we see this completely cleared within a minute.
Also, is G2 saying, hey, we're gonna fall back. We hit like the 2-minute 10 mark. We're happy. They're not gonna overcommit to the fight. And this is a very conscious decision. When you're playing this extensive hold on Jim and CCTV top 4, you can fight for the roam and get a couple of kills. And if you get the 5v3, you win the round. If enemy gets the 5v3, you lose the round. You will win or lose all the roam game. But again, what have G2 been doing every single round so far? They are layering the stats. So they fall back. Now they got a strong bomb site with mirror windows, the Clash, with Toxic Babes, and Thorn Razor Blooms. And while you see the player positions are very close together, you do have Doki ranting in the basement. And he's the perfect operator for this. Barbed Wire and Razor Blooms all pre-positioned on the side. He is just a walking gun. It's the other 4 members that's an active utility. Shaiko swings, ego challenge, this time goes down.
Thankfully, though, even though Dan was the first one to fall, the Kali Skies managed to open up the mirror anyway. Now he's found a kill as well. Doki is going to go for a big flank, and if he finds Nako, shoots him in the back. This will be everything. Finds the first one. Goodbye to Rorik. Nako's now in a crossfire. Clash on one side, Doki on the other. Now Skies in a 1v3. Still a mirror window, a bulletproof camera, and a Clash staring at him. Even though Doki gets forced back, it really doesn't matter. Doki doesn't need to pick this. They can prevent the plan from going down. Stompin can always make his way forward as well.
What is Sky supposed to do here?
After all, he is no threat. Stompin now just staring at him, and this is another impossible round for VP.
They have a mirror facing
What a G2 we have seen today. This is G2 at their next level. They have shown us a brand of Siege that we haven't seen from them in quite some time, and it is making VP look like amateurs.
Actually, what
which
is
has not been the case for the entirety of kickoff. 5 rounds in a row, and this is not a battle. It is a slaughter.
Watching him,
and Doki's almost finished at both eating and drinking his meal. He's only powering up as this game will continue. He's only going to get stronger with every single round. And maybe this is why he's ratting, right? When he's playing the mirror hiding top floor, he's probably eating his food. When he's still in the basement, same thing. He's sitting there just fueling himself and playing a passive round. Virtus Pro, again, the story will continue to be the same. They don't clear the mirror window with the Clash. Or sorry, they don't do the mirror window with Kali. They don't deal with the Clash with the Kali either. Dan is very early dead in these rounds with the Kali operator, and he's the number one important counter for these operas on the bomb side. We don't get to see it. So, again, this is a Virtus Pro that's being punished and not being allowed to problem solve. They've been doing it so well every single game till this very moment, and right now, they are stuck. They don't know what the answer is gonna be. And G2, they keep throwing them curveballs. Now, there's no Clash. Stumbles on DMR duty. They're gonna play Coward Rafters, but this time, because Yasami's banned, they do it with Jaeger and Wamai. Because now what they need to do is survive the Capital. They need to survive the utility being thrown at them, the grenades, the fires, the flashbangs, etc. That's gonna be their new win condition. So they have a Coward Raptor setup that's anti-util, and then they have really good guns that can pick fights elsewhere with a bit of intel from that Solis. And now they get a drone! How does this happen?
No.
On the drone hole, Dan again!
What?
1 and 3.
He's so mad
player,
about that.
important operator.
Dude.
What's that Claymore gonna do? Is that gonna change the course of the round for your team? And are you really gonna risk it when you're down 0-5 and score?
Throwing flashbang.
Why was he even on the Kali to begin with? I mean, no mirror, no Clash.
They must have just not seen all the defenders.
Where you want to use an operator. Doki impacts himself somehow. I don't know exactly what happened there, but he's had a laugh about it. I don't think... Was it a gas pipe? I think he was impact tricking. That's what he's been playing. I think he must have got lit while impact tricking.
Oh, maybe that's what it was then.
Yeah, he must have been getting shot at.
Oh, yeah, he hit the wall.
Yeah, he hit the wall instead while he was getting shot at, so it was already lit. Impacts himself. Doesn't really matter though. G2 is still heavily favored in this round. Alamau also on a bit of a roam has found Skies, which is the Deimos, one of the X-Factor operators here that would otherwise be very difficult for G2 to deal with. Good pick though. Stompen gets a little bit overzealous.
Yeah, I don't know
Picking
why
the
we're
breach
swinging
with the DMR, and he loses his head back into the 3v3, and just maybe this is winnable after all for Virtus.pro.
Maybe, just maybe. G2's win conditions are much lower than previously, right? They just have the explosive Pentanal downstairs, and then they have guns on the bomb side. But Shaiko's fucking Coward Rafters with 2 walls reinforced and some Selmas opening it up, to be fair. You have Benzema's and CCTV, and then Solid's ratting below and all pit. He also want the Black Pit wants to take and play behind him that doesn't have a shield.
Has he been spotted?
Or does he? I don't think
Go
it's
find
on him.
Skyko though. So Rafters are clear. I don't think they do know because they would have isolated him if that was
Yeah,
the
they
case.
would have.
Which means that in the late round,
Huge
there's
wank.
going to be so much information from the bulletproof camera that we'll be able to deal with Alamau. Never mind, Rorik actually spots him. I don't know whether he was spotted while he was in oil or he tried to climb up the ladder, but Benja now in a 1v3. There's good info though. If he can find the vert, no, he's not got full info on exactly where the plan's going down. As soon as they hear that shotgun, they know where he is. He trades himself, but eventually the kill is found from Virtus.pro. It's a 1-6 scoreline. It's not what they wanted, but it's what they need to start this comeback.
It's incredible. It's really good that the VP gets 1 round on the board and can maybe get a little bit better mental going to side swap because they need anything they can get right now. It's a best of 3. Anything can happen, but I am curious. What does the studio think about this performance from G2 so far?
Well, it's been really good so far. I mean, we could look at a 5-1-half here. Great, tiny clawback from Virtus.pro there. But
they're all like,
I just want to know, like, how in the tactical.
They're all smiling, bro. Like every single one of them smiling. This is like a walk in the park for them right now.
This weekend.
This is gonna be good. I am fired up.
Live from Las Vegas.
It doesn't get any bigger than this.
Greatness demands a stage.
The 2-night weekend event known as WrestleMania.
Stream WrestleMania Saturday and Sunday at 6 Eastern on the ESPN app with the ESPN Unlimited plan.
Almost done.
Come on, man. Let's get it.
Rest of the match. In all seriousness, though, I think it actually comes down to a really, really good strategical outlook. I think you've got the Cade and the Bandit ban, and then you've got Stompen playing on the Clash. Now, why are G2 playing the Clash? Why has Stompen found so much success? When you can open walls easy, which is what Virtus.pro were going for, you're forcing, you're allowing the late round operators to come into play. The Mirror, the Clash, the Azami. So what are G2 doing? They're layering, and then Virtus.pro are having to walk into a Clash in the late round, having to walk into a Mirror in the late round. They had to ban away the Azami. You can't get rid of all of them. When you make your life easy in the start of the round, it becomes very hard in the late round. And Stompen is
he looks like he looks
He's the
younger
best
than
at
me.
finishing towards the late round, and just to highlight just how well this strategy is working well is because G2 have found the opening kill in 5 out of 6 rounds. Shaiko has won 3 of them.
Yeah.
As soon as you get the man advantage and you play into a layered defense, you know that the backline is going to be beneficial from you because that backline is going to play with the man advantage and with the utility. So right now that seems to work. Now they're switching on the harder side in attack, and it will be a different game because they need to be proactive.
That being said, they are going to face exactly the same problems. They've banned away the Bandit, the Cade, so they're going to face into the same late round problems. And also, crucially, VP have banned away 2 breaches, so it's not even going to be easy to breach as well. So G2 are going to have to do some thinking on their feet.
Well, G2 have a good start to the series for sure. Can they finish that off as well, or do Virtus.pro maybe have something to say about that?
For sure.
For sure.
By attackers.
Indeed. Well, a 1-5, it's not ideal,
G2
but
is
at least
still
it's
on
something
defense,
to
which is
work
kind of
from.
insane.
And if VP were going to win any of those rounds, the last round at
So I
least
actually really like this new
switches that
strategy
momentum. It's not
because
5 in a
place
row
the Mutual
anymore.
upstairs,
It's
you fully
finally
reinforce
broken.
upstairs,
And VP now
and
get to
you
go to
can
their
have a
own
roamer
defensive
just running
half
around
and
upstairs
do
and
exactly what
drone
G2 did, which
right?
is throw a
Because
bunch of
no
curveballs.
attacker's gonna
I
go
really
upstairs
like the
and
way
regular
Jack
Mutual
put it.
upstairs.
When
Yeah.
VP decided
They have
to spend both
Which,
of
especially
their
in pro, they kind of have to because they don't
their
know. They have
bans,
no idea.
you know,
if they're
preventing
up or not.
the hard breach,
So it's
it
just
meant
very
that then
smart
it
how they
allows
play.
G2 to focus
And I don't know, this
on
might be like a normal
operators that are really powerful in the
type
late
thing
round.
that I've just never seen in my life.
mean, I love me a good old Clubhouse skin that comes down to executes. It is the staple of this map when described by, pro players, analysts. It's fundamentals, it's strategy, it's adaptation, and counterplay. And we saw so much of that in that first half. But I'm curious, VP, they can go for, your curveballs. They can go for standard solid siege. They can go for whatever playstyle they desire.
Oh, no, never mind.
G2 showed us their version. Now VP gotta show us theirs. They got a bit of a roam game going with the castle barricades. Pre-fire onto blue door, just cleans Pasha immediately. And this is the thing, when T2 get the opening pick, they have a tendency to just keep heating up and keep going further and further in the building. It's very important here in Clubhouse that they don't go too quickly because it's, as I said, it's about getting to the bombs with the right people alive with the right utility. Now Doki's dead. He took a bad gunfight. No more cameras of fire, no more cameras of smoke, and Benji has just seen and got shot by a roamer up top floor inside a gym. That's gonna be Nako.
Very good movement.
Yeah, Nako's also standing on mute jammer as well, so he can't be targeted by that Deimos even if they have spotted there is a play. Alamau will also fall.
He dropped the hatch.
On that Nook, yeah, he dropped the hatch. Maybe, unless he snuck down from main stairs. Either way, he gets caught off guard. He was trying to do something a little bit off pace with the Nook, and it really just didn't work for him. That is very classic Alamau. VP very much have an advantage. All they have to do is sit back. Even Nako upstairs and Jimmy doesn't have to move at all.
That's what I mean, right? G2, very uncharacteristic team in terms of they play their own style of siege. Most teams, when they get their Olympic, they slow down here in Clubhouse. They speed up instead. It kind of works off, or works out rather. Lord low on health. They got the bombs at pressure. But Nako is still looking for a flank. Unsure if they're watching him or not.
Indeed. But he finds one before he's traded on back by Shaiko. By that point, Shaiko is the last one standing. 1v2, though, is very winnable here. Especially considering he still has one Deimos track remaining. He can use this to try and isolate one of these players, get a little bit of information. What's more, Rorik is 1 HP.
Just a bullet here and there, but no, Rorik with 1 health swings the hatch first, finds his head, and secures VP a second round with that. Honestly, it feels like a classic T2 round, where if they go down that moto hatch and they find the intra-kill, they rush the bomb site, and Nako on the roam is completely useless, but this is where VP can be a scary team. They have very strong individual performances and good team playing communication. When they can punish G2 in the individual gunfights, that's when VP will be at their strongest. But VP's entire time on the attack, they were losing so many important gunfights. They were losing so many individual players, just either taking a bad fight or just, falling to superior aim. It was a big talk about was Dan being like 1 in 6 playing Kali, not really finding the value. Once VP gets fired up and starts punishing G2, that's what's gonna turn the tide. But they are down 2-5 in round count, so it's gotta continue here, right? You gotta take that momentum and build it, and make G2 feel like the game is slipping away. So they cannot afford to lose this upcoming round or the next. They gotta keep up that momentum.
Wall secured.
Yeah. I noticed that round for VP, they actually didn't reinforce any of the church wall.
Nope.
Obviously, if you typically want to go for like an open hold, you'll still reinforce 1 or 2. I can only imagine it was because they ran out of reinforcements because they had so many off-site. I didn't see where they all went. But in the end, it was actually the lack of reinforcements that caused that first player on site to eventually die. So that's just a bit of unfortunate circumstance. It goes to show that like nothing comes for free in this game. You only have 10 reinforcements. You got to use them somewhere. Siege is about choices, and you have to choose what your priorities are.
At least nowadays, you share a pool of 10 reinforcements. If you go far enough back in the history books, you would get 2 reinforcements at each individual player. So you'd have a guy in rank just not reinforcing his 2 walls, and you go, well, I can't even do it for him. I'm watching this guy not do it, and I can't help him. Now you can go, man, this guy's annoying, but I guess I'll just do 4 walls instead.
Problem is these days I end up doing 6 reinforcements in my ranked games, and then I end up dying because there's an Ash in the bomb site while I'm finishing.
Touche. The irony. That's we've all been there. It's like, guys, put in the reinforced freaking walls, man. Dawn Trap pops off, Dan gets the pick first. VP again in the driver's seat, and they fall on back immediately. They say, we don't want CCTV control. And I think that's the right call because Doki was turning up that red staircase and taking quick effort there and getting into action. And he's gonna keep on going. Again, classic T2, right? You're doing something that you're not supposed to be doing, but if you find a pick right down your Doki, that's gonna be massive.
As my friend would say.
Yes, he's very
Oh wow, he really is so keen, so tempted to get aggressive. He finds a lot of
Finds the
damage.
Blackbeard
Why
off
does
the
Nako
flank.
repeat
Gets
that?
a free pick.
Doki finds him.
in
That's such a
bathroom.
big
He
play to
knows
take
there's
down. It's
another
also the
bathroom.
Asami, so no more Keeper barriers generating throughout this round. However,
Yep.
big kill for
Blackbeard, very
Skies
smart.
to take down
Jumps
Benja.
in.
No more Hibana. How do they deal with this mirror position? Well, it looks like they're just going to
Thanks.
pop it and play from the opposite side of it. They've completely given
That's,
up off this.
war.
However, it baits Alamau to move inside into the C4. Dan is well aggressive.
Nice.
On the doorway into Con finds his kill, leaving Shaiko
1v3.
all alone. Now, tons of util for him, but
Jeez.
it doesn't matter at all because he's just going to peek
Dude, they're
and
coming
fall
back.
to Rorik. A lot of fire there
They're
as
going back,
well
chat. Dude,
from
this
the
is looking
Russian.
like a 7-0.
As VP really closed the distance here. There's only
Man.
2 rounds in the lead for G2.
This is VP looking a little bit more comfortable on defense,
It's
and
lost 3
G2
in a
having
row.
similar struggles as they did against Twisted Minds when they were attacking against them on border, where the plan doesn't really fully come together. You have
We gotta
a
lock in.
couple of early deaths, and then either you speed up further and lose more bodies, or you slow down and start struggling on time. I think G2 had a good thing going. They're pushing opposite at Blackbeard. They got the Deimos behind. They got Doki, or sorry, Shaiko in the windows. Things were going well, but then VP had the foresight. A C4 downstairs with the Thorn Trap information, and then falling back and playing the layers against G2, the same thing G2 did to them earlier, is genius. But I think if you're G2 right now, you need to recompose, because you're on CCTV attack now. This is probably gonna be by far the easiest attack you're gonna find here on Clubhouse. But it usually comes easy if you take it nice and slow. Step 1, accomplish it, check it
But
off,
no
and
one's
now
G2,
step 2.
they're not going to take it slow.
And
They're going
this
to
is
go.
the thing where the question mark for G2 comes from my
probably
end.
rush a lot of
Do
it.
they have the consistency to do that playstyle? Because look at the operators. This is a step 1, 2, 3. They got Sophia, which can both get you information and do self-destruction. They got Capital and Grim and Ying, all heavy on the execute. Every single player here is vital to stay alive for as long as possible until they can spend their utility. So this is G2's test. Can they do that correctly?
I also can't help but notice we had VP do an end of prep phase reinforcement over the rotate hole
Well,
at
cheeky.
the top of CCTV. So if G2 had thrown into early prep phase, they would have thought that this was an open hold with a rotate hole. But no, VP have actually double reinforcement just like G2 did. So I really like this. It's the more modern take on this bomb site. Man, it's
Soft
crazy
walls
how
below.
the Siege has like these cyclic meta, because originally people double reinforces, then they started to play in there with the rotate hole. Now we're back to double reinforcing it again. VP are right on top of that meta.
I feel bad for Skies though. Again, oh no, you did not. No, you did not. He finds the injure, but not the kill confirm. I was gonna say, he doesn't have a Jaeger, doesn't have a Omai. Capital can just clean him up so easily.
Need that res
The
off.
fact he doesn't get the kill confirmed, very unfortunate. But he
Skies
found a good enough
probably
value for that to be worth
gonna
it,
get-
right? I mean, he
so they're
doesn't
probably
lose
gonna
anything
res
for this.
off, yep.
But Shaco's in 20 health, and 2 separate attackers had to rotate over there to get the revive. But this is where Sky's life gets difficult. Once the fire comes out from Shaiko, he has no safety anymore. Again, no ADS, no Omai disc.
If only he'd finished that kill, he wouldn't have to deal with this fire from the Capital, but the Candelas come through as well, as does the fire.
He does a safe
Does
area.
fry him pretty well, but yeah, he does have a safe haven between the two flames, and he hasn't taken much damage at all, which means he won't be finished off by any nades or any other utility. And as Doki sprints up, I think he must have thought it was clear, didn't see Skies hiding amongst the flames. And now Shaiko with low HP is forced to try and find him. Aggressive peek
Dude.
from Skies, and he finds Shaiko before
G2
being traded
sold
back.
right there.
Finally, G2
I
have
mean,
cleared rafters,
they
but at
gave
what
Sky
cost?
2 free
They had a
picks,
Sophia
and
Storm
now
remaining
they're kinda
pocket, they had a
cooked.
Green Bean pocket, they had Doki whipping him a bullet. Again, G2 not able to execute together and take that step 1, 2,
Yeah,
3.
bad-
Now they're
bad
gonna pay the price.
communication.
It's time for plan C. They cannot do plan A, they're all taking CCTV. They cannot do plan B, which is going for a plant. Now they gotta go for kills, they gotta go fishing.
Nice shot.
Dan swings, he gets punished by Benja.
The thing is, because it's an open hold in connector into cash, it just gives so many avenues for G2 to fight picks. However, that works both ways as well. As VP fire back, immediately respond. They clean up on the connector side and just leave Alamau on his lonesome. 1v3, and he
That's
really
so
cannot get through
unfortunate.
that tiny little Hibana hole. Another bit of hype
man.
from
Dude,
Rorik.
they are selling,
VP are
chat.
just trailing by a single
Dude, what is
round. They are
happening?
making this comeback a reality.
And they got that perfect bomb site rotation, and that's the thing that you really want here in Clubhouse. CCTV is gonna be the scariest thing to defend, because in terms of win conditions, you either get a couple of kills on Cattle Grafters, which, guys, he found 2, super worth it. But again, what happens if the Capital Fire was put in a position or in such a way that there is no safe area, that he just dies regardless? Well, now you're playing 5v4, you've lost Cattle Grafters, they can breeze, they can execute, you probably lose the round. CCTV is that volatile of a site. It literally comes down to minute details on attacking one area of the map. G2, I think, very well timed the tactical timeout right now to kind of figure out how they can reinvent themselves in the server and what different approach they must bring out, because it's time to get around the board, boys, on the attack.
Yeah, and you only need 2 rounds on the attack.
Yeah, you do.
Big thing here for G2. All you need is just 2.
Hey, Latte, what's up? We're watching the playoffs today.
I don't know off the top of my head who will start attack in OT if we do get there. But of course, whoever starts on the attacking side will be massively disfavored. I can only assume it would be G2 starting attack, because that's the opposite of what it was at the start of the game. But regardless, there's no guarantee we'll get there yet. G2 have a chance to lock it in regulation, and taking their tactical timeout now before VP fully even it up gives Romalio a chance to talk about all 3 potential bomb sites. And remember, they only need to win 2 of them. We also know what Romalio's tactical timeouts are. He talks at the speed of lightning, and he throws 3,000 different strategic and tactical ideas at the team. And while most of these G2 players are not strategic tactical players primarily, they're really frag oriented.
I'm doing pretty good. You know what?
Shaco, Doki.
A good idea.
But of course, we know Alamau has such a mind for the game. He obsesses over the minutiae of the playstyles and how the game is played. And he's teamed with Romalio before as well, so he knows what it's like to get into the nitty-gritty of it, throw all these ideas out, and then decide when the round starts on this attacking side, once you see the setup from the defense, what are we going to go for? We've got 3 tries. Just got to get it right twice.
I think it makes perfect sense to bring the Blitz into action.
Such a mess.
I just often speak about the Monty, but Blitz favors G2 playstyle more. It gives Enema more agency as an individual. Take a rogue here, take a gunfight, isolate a kill, for example, on the robot by the side itself. Virtus Pro, they've gotten rid of the Capital. G2 went the Asami, Virtus Pro back the Capital. I think both teams do a really great job there. Capital is playable on every single attack, same with the Grim, so it's really gonna be either or. If G2 start bringing out the shields continues, oh my days. That is a wall bang and a half on the roam clear. Classic Benji clip.
What are you doing?
This is what they do. They get the pick and then they speed up and they drop the hatch and they die. And they have Deimos and they have Blitz and they have drones and everything. I've seen this like 4 times on Clubhouse already in this kickoff event, just from G2 alone. It's so good, and 1-for-1 trade is not the end of the world. It's just a matter of converting that opening pick into a round victory. And by losing and trading 1-for-1, what could have been a complete freebie, makes it harder. But I was gonna say, I wouldn't be too surprised if VP bring out a clash on the gym defense here based off Animal Splits. But we'll have to see. For now, we're in the basement. They still got the Blitz, they still got the Grim, but with that Capital banned away and Solid Snake now dead, they have much less information and ways to clear those power positions.
And they've slowed down a hell of a lot.
Now they've slowed down.
Yeah, slowed down at just the wrong moment. And losing the Snake is so unfortunate as well. If the Snake had survived, it would have been perfect. Nako has a C4 prepped. He's going to try and toss that into the hallway.
Oh,
no. He scuffs it. It gets caught on the handrail. What an unfortunate moment there.
But they're baiting it.
Pasha can toss it over. Good little bait. Doesn't land, though. So that's 2 C4s wasted for VP.
Wow.
I think the first C4 on the railing actually destroyed the second C4 that got tossed off the floor. So only 1 explosion happened, but both C4s gone now. And I'll drop down the moto hatch. Toss out a smoke grenade. Now Blitz could push it at any moment. There's a Casper barricade behind him, so they're stuck inside this box. Here comes the push.
Yeah, he has no idea where
Stop
these
and goes
guys
straight through the smoke as well. Finds one, but VP come out way ahead of the trade.
G2's just
All
playing
the Shy
so
now.
aggressive.
1v2 looks very winnable though.
Like they were playing
Low
very
HP
strong throughout
against the 2
first
former Gen G
5 rounds
French
of the
players.
game where they went 5-0 and then they just
He can target one. It's Nako.
They just went loosey goosey.
Brings out the Vendetta, but no. Because of the Mute Jammer, the Death Mark will fail. Needs to recollect that diffuser. The nade goes out, doesn't land its shot. He knows where they are, but I don't know if he's certain that they're both in that position as the 2 SAS operators hold back. They make their way forward. both in church
so
now. A little bit of a cheeky
Beautiful.
swing, and
All right,
Shaka will
5-5.
fall.
They went from 5 out of
VP
5-5. They
have
just won
run
5
the
rounds in a
gauntlet.
row.
4
That's
rounds in a
insane.
row. Nay, 5 if you count their final round on the attacking side. And they've brought this back to an even scoreline.
It's such a beautiful way for Virtus Pro to clutch that
Ooh,
round
yeah, I
because
know. Like-
generally speaking, when Anima pushes through Moto Door with Stomp on Hibana through that into side, that is a very quick way for G2 to just steal the round. It's off pace, it's not expected.
Like, see, like,
and
right
Virtus
there,
Pro,
like, they're playing
they do a
so
really great
aggressive
job
for
at
no
helping
reason.
Neko. He's in that power position. He's got the mirror window, he's got bottom main control, and there was still a castle barricade on Moto Door. So he was only getting pressured from one singular angle. The mirror window clears bottom main, the castle barricade clears Moto. He only has to worry about the bomb side. And everyone tries to help him against the Blitz, against the Hibana. And then it's so much chaos, they don't know who had the diffuser. So they just double up in the 2-on against Shaiko, and they play bottom main on the mirror window, and they play bottom main staircase with a very strong crossfire. Thinking, maybe we have the diffuser, we're not sure. The moment they hear Shaiko's planting, they know he's playing by the blue rotation. One guy goes to the church bomb site into blue rotate, the other guy spins down the hallway. They ensure another 2v1. That was the exact same thing that we spoke about, 10, 11 rounds ago. The VP are a better team on paper, but G2 have better individual skill. When VP were on the attacking side, they're having the same issue as G2 are having right now. They're not getting that teamwork together. It's 1v1, v1, 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 and the defenders are just posting their positions and they're just helping each other.
Reloading. Cover me. Even with the vertical grip back, that recall was a little bit too much for them to handle. Caught in 4K, mate. Man, you're dead right. Now, I will say, I feel like the G2 attacks have been closer than the VP attacks. And I think that's not because their strategy is next level. I think VP really struggled to find an answer to the G2 setups when G2 were on defense. But I think the reason why G2's rounds are closer isn't because of the better strategy. It's because they're just better at fragging out. Like, a lot of these rounds end up as 2v1s, which look winnable, but we haven't had any successful clutches as of yet for G2.
Throwback, by the way. What did I say? Clash and Grim defense. Here it is for the first time. Shaiko shuts down Neko, but Pashikins will trade back to even numbers, 4v4. But G2, they're not done just yet. They're gonna keep on pushing. They're gonna keep on fighting. Works in the site. Locking things down. G2 actually not speeding up. They're slowing down the round. This is good.
They know exactly where Pasha is. Isolating ones, though, is not a good play here for Benja. However, with G2 flooding the site, it makes it very hard for Pasha to try and clutch up. 1v3 brings out the shield again. He can peek for info, but he's going to have to take a fight with the SMG. What an insane shot. 3 kills in the round. The Shaiko goes down. It's just Alamau and Stompin.
Diffusing now.
And Stompin is tucked away in this corner.
Yeah, Pasha, very
is he going to check for it? He's not. He knows exactly where Stompin is now. But the plan has gone down here from Alamau. Jumps straight outside. The young American on 12 kills with a 2.0 KD is going to be the deadly player to watch in this round. As Pasha, he's got the Clash Shield, which is the best operator to try and go for a Ninja plant here. He can put the shield down, no util to deal with it. Now it forces G2 to be the ones to make a move. He can try and fake them out, but Stompin rips him apart from backstab. And G2 finally get one singular round of attack. And with it, they find map point.
The aggressive round that works out is the one against the mirror window and the Clash. They circumvent the extension on CCTV. They hit connector, they hit office, and they found a couple of kills early on, and finally it actually works out. The Clash operator, the most important one at that, was in the wrong.
Dude, I know. This is like big game. If they lose this, they're 1v1s are. Oh my god.
Alone on an island off the side itself.
Yeah, so like,
if
they lose any of these games, then they go down. These loser brackets already fill
again,
out, so
or go to CCTV to try and find one more round of defense to take themselves into overtime. But if you ever were to want to rely on CCTV, man, as I said,
like,
it's such a volatile site. It's so dangerous.
Kind of angering that
if you just have a bad death somewhere on the map, if you lose Calabapa's control, the entire round can end with that. So this is VP having to play perfect siege.
I mean, their coordination's not really there. Yeah.
But we know they're capable of pushing OT here. They've just been outpaced. It's just so funny how the difference between these two teams and the way that they attack these rounds. It's, yeah, like VP constantly like, okay, we're not getting it right, so let's try and beat their strategy. And they struggled to do that. Whereas with G2, it's like, well, we're not getting it right. Let's just frag the hell out.
Eventually we'll get it right.
And look, once you try enough times, yeah, you are statistically probably going to get it right. Maybe 1 out of 6 times. Question is, can it be 2 out of 6?
Again, I think a lot of rounds with G2 they will live or die off the opening pick. Benji has been one of those those players rather, often first in battle on both the receiving end, of course, of that and giving. So we gotta watch here for the first death. Now VP, they have operators like the Echo, like the Smoke, that are phenomenal the lower the time gets on the board. But the issue is what with the roamers? It's Pasha on main stairs, it's Dan inside of Gym. They're trying to hold on to that room for as long as possible, but he's applying pressure everywhere. Windows, grenades, candelas, Solid Snake scanning those player locations. G2 are doing split theory. They're waiting for that gap to appear.
But no pick as of yet. 1 minute 40 left on the clock. This has been one of the slowest rounds for G2, but a big aggressive play from Rorik. Alamau goes down, but Shaiko's found a kill elsewhere. Looking for a second now, and he finds it. Skies finally cut down on the rafters. That opens the floodgates here for G2 to take control. Nako and Dan both low HP on the bomb side.
I'm gonna get on Siege soon. You know, I'm
Actually,
just like,
Dan isn't even on the bomb side. They're both in con. They have to
I'm
rotate
trying to learn
back. They
from
just
this
managed
as
to
well.
split one through. Still 2 players in construction. But cut off by Benja on the bomb site. Just outside that connector window. How do G2 look to shape up here? There's a lot of cover for VP. And in the late round, that's Yokai drone. The 3 of them will come into play for Nako. It's going to have to be an aggressive play here from Benja to the end of the round, trying to enable this execute.
Oh, the timing.
Oh, he jumps in the window! Finds the kill, 3 on the round. The Dane has opened this game wide for G2, and Doki to foot down on Rorik. Nako 1v3, bearing 9 in hand, as he knows he's being hunted from behind by Benja. Benja has been massive in this round, a lot of damage onto him, but Shaiko from way downtown covers that plan to perfection.
So that's only map 1.
The comeback is squashed.
I'm gonna keep this off to the side for now. Okay. I will definitely get back to that later, and I will also update you probably at the end of the stream. Okay. Dude, that was way too close. G2 should have won that by a landslide, but they like, I don't know, they're like edging us on. Alright, let's see. Alright, here we go. So, 1v1. This is new. I think we might have to do some 1v1s today. Honestly, we could just like warm up with a 1v1. Let's do that. I actually really want to see how this works. So look, right now it's an arcade because they're just like testing it out or something, and then if it gets like a lot of attention, then they said they're gonna put it as like a main mode, like a ranked mode, which would be so cool. Also, we can try logging in again. Yeah, the Ubisoft thing still doesn't work for me. Yeah, oh wait, here, let's see. So, I don't know. Okay. No ban, nice, good start. Nope. Oh wait, so it's Oregon? Okay. Wait, okay, this is actually pretty cool. Alright. Sorry. Alright, wait, so we gotta save our drones, okay? We have to, like, our drones is like a second life. We only got 2 lives. If we lose our drone, we lose a life. That's what we gotta think.
We need to locate a bomb.
right, well, there goes that drone. Nice, well done. What is he?
10 seconds to go.
Oh, I think he's mute.
5 seconds.
Nice, alright, good. Alright, Twitch is so good because I have more drones.
Locate and defuse a bomb.
You want to spawn peek, right? He's smoked. Oh, he's mute. He just hasn't placed it yet. No!
All friendlies have been eliminated.
Wow, I just got fried. What? Are you being extended barrel? Oh my gosh. This kid. No, wait, how are we looking? It's fine. First round. Oh, it's like an instant roll swap. Okay. Alright, lock in, lock in. Get rid of Dokkaebi. I don't want the calls. Actually, get rid of Yang. If I get flashed, I'll be so angry. Yang's a good ban. I might ban Grim next. Just to get this like util out of here. Where's Joey? I feel like he's here every day, almost every day. Yeah, I know. Some days like he's helping with like other people. But most of the time he's here. I'm gonna fake site. Like for a job, like he works for multiple streamers. Yeah. So sometimes he's here, most of the time he's here actually, and other times he's just like, you got it. I don't have to explain this, but yeah. We're gonna go mute. We're gonna fake site. Mute's really good, so if he goes Deimos, and then we're also faking site. So.
Protect the bombs. Down to 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Keep an eye out for ops who are attempting to defuse the bomb.
no idea where this guy is. What?
All
He's
friendlies
what?
eliminated. Mission failure.
Are you joking? Yo, are you kidding me? Like, where was this guy? I didn't know he walked in. Why would he run in? Alright, hold on. I know this guy's gonna play. Hold on. Hold on. Hold. This is unacceptable. Yeah, like, who is this kid? Bro, okay. Wait, he's like actually good at 1v1s.
Use your drone to locate a bomb.
Lock him. Hold on, this is unacceptable. Dude, all I could do was play passive, bro. That wasn't even a sight.
10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds before insertion.
Most likely using smoke or something with a shotgun.
You must locate and defuse a bomb.
Trophy.
Op 4 neutralized.
There we go.
Successful.
All we need is a little bit of Grim. Well done. Alright, there we go. Alright. Now we're moving. I would be an Ash. I don't know where I want to. Yeah, I'm gonna get Bandokaby, so he has no comms. Alright, I'm gonna go basement, and then. Oh, wait. I could go. I'm gonna go Legion, second floor. Legion's so good because I got those, like, sound cues, right? So I can, like, lock in. And then I can actually tell if he runs inside or not. Okay. Did you use Alibi last time? Okay.
Secure the area. Keep the bombs
Dude, this
protected.
1v1 mode so far though is sick. No, that's bad spot. It was super hot today. Oh my gosh! Don't even get me started with that. We for gym class today we went out to play tennis. I came back in like sweating like crazy. Like
10 seconds
it was
left.
bad.
Down to 5
This guy's
seconds.
actually drowning.
Bomb location secure.
Construction. That was his head?
Mission failed. All friendlies.
What? I had so much time to kill him. That's insane. That's actually. Yeah, okay. Yeah, say no, bro. It was so hot today. It was bad. Like, It was so hot. It was bad. It hurt. It hurt. Dude, I don't even know what to do, bro. This kid's like actually decent at the game. Okay, I don't know who to play. He's gonna ban Grim. Yeah, that's just... Why wouldn't he? I'm gonna go Deimos. Oh my gosh. I might just spam the Deimos for now on. I mean, that's like the only way I'm gonna win if, like, offense. Alright, lock in. This guy's better than me, so I gotta play smarter.
You need to use your drone to locate a bomb. Drone has located a bomb. 10 seconds to go. Insertion in 5 seconds.
He's spawn peeking.
Proceed to bomb location and defuse it.
Hey, watch your six.
Nice. No, he's Vigil, bro. The one time I go Deimos, he just completely... Oh my god. Oh, that is... He's an addict. Bro, I thought that was gonna break. Yes! This is the only way I can kill him with Deimos, bro. Like, this kid's too good. There we go. Well done. Perfectly played. Perfectly. That's what we gotta do. Just play smart. Look, we get him out of his stupid rat spot with the grenade, push him into a spot we know he's gonna be, and just and just put it in his butt. What? Sorry. I'm gonna ban Deimos. I don't want him to play Deimos. I'm the only one allowed to play Deimos. No ban? Alright, thank you. Okay. Defend rear. Oh my gosh, that's... Oh, wait. Now we're locked in. Wait, he might go like Brava though. I don't know. I might have to hide an attic. No big deal though. So look, I'm gonna get on cameras like almost immediately, see where he's spawning. The moment I load it, I'm clicking camera.
Secure the bombs.
He's not droning. That's fine.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds. You must protect your bombs from being defused by Op 4. been located by Op 4.
Oh my god, this guy. Oh, hello. Like, what is this guy doing, bro? He's just twerking on me. Like, I'm not that bad, I swear. Trying to go pistol only on me, bro. I mean, who is this guy? No, but Fenrir was such a good pick. Very good pick, very good pick. Ugh. I'm gonna go Melusi. Or no, I'll go Legion. But you can shoot those. And if I go basement and Melusi, yo, he can't win this. He actually can't win this. I don't know if it's like ranked and it goes to 5. But it's almost impossible for this guy to win this. Easy, come on. This is so easy.
Secure the area. Keep the bombs protected.
And look, he doesn't drone either, so he's just not gonna know. I might as well just reinforce the doors.
Seconds to insertion. 5 seconds. Keep an eye out for Op 4 attempting to defuse your bombs.
And look, I have time to reinforce too because he has no idea where I am. We're just gonna double reinforce this so he can't come in from Fuso. Junkyard. He has no idea where site is.
Op 4 has located.
Sit down!
Op 4
yes!
eliminated. Mission
Oh my gosh. Look at that pre-fire. Oh my gosh, bro. GG. W1v1. Bro, holy dude. He started memeing at... Yeah, I know. He started memeing at the end there, and I still just beat him. Woo! That was scary. That's a good warm-up, though. Alright, wait, I'm curious. Let's see how G2 is doing right now. Hold up. G2 is currently tied with VP for 1-1. Oh yeah. Okay. Alright, let's go. Ranked map rotation, maps in Canal Sky. Wait, what? Let's go. Oh, that was last season. I don't know why. Okay. Well, yeah. Oh, wait. Was Canal not in last? Oh my gosh. Is that why I never really... Theme Park is back, bro? Okay, they just added... Wait, did they take out Canal? Or Fortress, I meant? No. Alright, I guess. Alright, let's see. Wait, I did not expect the update to be today. I would have prepared for it. Oh well, very excited. Now, what's this mean? Bandit? Oh, it's just a thing. Bandit 7, Ash 3, Cali 3, Thatcher 1, Aurora 5, Bravo 1. Dude, Bandit's him. Log in. Oh yeah, because I couldn't. Okay, good bands. Skyscraper, bro. Oh, L first map. Alright, it's all good. Such default bans. Okay. So what can we do here? We can go mute and just like hold off everything and make sure they can't drone. Probably the ideal strategy here. We could go Legion. I'm just gonna go Legion. Legion's such a good verse. He's a 3-speed, right? No, he's 2-speed, but he's like 1, 2, 2, yeah. Yeah, very good operator. We have a Cav player, bro. You kidding me?
Secure the bombs. Be advised, a bomb location has been compromised.
And then we're just gonna hold this side.
10 seconds. Down to 5 seconds. Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for hostile action. Someone exposed you.
Dude, that's so unfortunate, bro. Oh my god. He threw a bad grenade and he killed me.
Friendly, last operator standing.
On your right. Don't worry about the I feel like people in these type of ranks, they always worry about drones like they're gonna kill them. I mean, like really, unless it's like a Twitch, well, not even. Like the drones can't kill you, bro. Like just leave them alone. Unless you like are 100% safe to break one. $80 likes on my most recent reel? Oh my gosh. 86. Oi oi oi. Why do we go same site? I don't understand. Okay, I don't know who to play. Alright, I have to reinforce some things. That's what I'm learning here. We're gonna do the same thing, but play it better. Now we know what like they're gonna try to do. These are probably gonna try to do the same thing, if I had to guess. We're gonna reinforce that one wall. We're gonna put legions on probably outside. They wouldn't expect an outside legion. And then I could swing it. And then probably
protect the bomb.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll just go with the flow on this one. So we'll put one here.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Plan your defenses accordingly. 10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds left. Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for hostile action. You have been spotted by hostiles. Fall back.
fire!
I'm reloading.
Someone is tracking you.
Shields up.
Wow, holy wallbang. Oh my gosh, there's no way. That's insane. Oh my gosh. Nice,
One op
well
4
done.
remaining.
Like, I didn't even play that bad. I'm getting wallbanged, bro. And yeah, you can say it was because I got Jackal tracked and I got. And also, and I had a drone on me, but like, still, I moved. Oh, bad aim.
Friendly's victorious. Hostiles
Oh, bad aim. That was terrible. Oh my god. Dude, I should have had that. Yeah, like a solid steak, dude. It's good. Oh my gosh. Oh, we should have been using mute. What am I doing? That's the whole point, bro. That's like literally the whole point of using mute. I'm doing it this time. I know it's gonna be a little harder to defend since it's a different site and it's not as like easy to hold alone. But it would work. So I'm gonna put a mute jammer on the stairs. And then I'm gonna, oh jeez. And then I'm gonna put a, what's it called? Mute jammer on the stairs. And then a, well, oh my gosh, my brain dead. And then another one on that window, what's it called? Oh, I should know this. In the room with like the box, and there's like 2 separate rooms split. I don't know, I have no idea.
Secure the area. Keep the bombs protected.
We're gonna drop right here. Use hammer like this. They still have to come up the stairs kind of to break it. And then we're gonna go over here. Like this, twice. And we're gonna go over here. And then we're gonna put a mute hammer right here. And then we're gonna mute hammer. It's this room. What's this room called? Geisha. Isha. No, there's no one.
10 seconds.
Just gonna mute hammer like this.
5 seconds to insertion.
And then I'm gonna put one over here.
Keep an eye out for Op 4 to defuse your bombs.
Jammer ready to activate.
Shiba deployed.
I'm noticing a little gap in my brain here.
Activating jammer.
Reloading, cover me.
Here, maybe do it real quick.
Jammer ready to activate.
Reloading, cover me. Is a go!
Op 4 found a bomb. You must defend it.
Loading new mag.
You are being
Jackal, bro! Like, what? I'm getting scanned by Jackal.
Op 4
Oh
last
my
op
god, this is like actually rage bait. Nice. Like all I'm trying to do is a smart thing, but I can't do the smart thing when I'm getting tracked, bro. Like I'm just getting constantly tracked. I gotta get better at that. I gotta learn how to play the game without like with. Alright, I have to like act like they always know where I am. If I play like they know where I am, I should play better, right? That just like makes sense. Come on, lock in, dude. Honey, see you looking at me, ready to go in. You will find me sexy. I'm being
Need to use your drone to locate a bomb. Your drone has found a bomb.
There's a cap can. I get it in my brain. There's a cap can. 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 Okay.
5 seconds to insertion.
We lost all 5 drones. Dude, we suck.
Proceed to bomb's location and defuse it.
What is he doing in here? That it? That it? Alright, I don't have any drones. This is a problem. I'm gonna like actually lose my mind here in a second, dude. I don't have drones. I can't drone. Like, ah. Oh my god. These kids are sitting in the most ratty spots of all time, bro. Get off the camera, bro.
Let's see who's nearby. Get clear!
one friendly.
Yeah, we just stink, bro.
15 seconds left. 10 seconds.
Nice.
5 seconds remaining. Op 4 eliminated all friendlies.
Oh, I'm selling, chat. I'm selling so hard. I'm ready to go in. You will. Alright, it's. Alright, bro. It's 4-3. G2's winning. Amito's dead. They're currently basement of lair. Locked in. Alright, I gotta lock in. Like, actually, let's think. We don't need an Ash, right? A dope to be is useful, 100%, but we need kills. Okay, I think I'm going shield. This might have to be a shield. Because we're 0-4 right now, bro. Like, this is bad.
We need to locate a bomb.
Wait, what am I gonna do? Hold on. Oh, shield, yeah.
Drone has located a bomb.
I'm gonna go black.
Seconds to insertion. 5 seconds to insertion.
Bro, these guys have like the best team I've ever seen.
You found a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
Oh, I killed one. Nice.
Hold on. I have intel on the enemy. Watch it. The enemy's got. Hold it. Enemy nearby.
No, like I can't do anything.
Down to one friendly.
Ah, my teammate's not helping me at all. He's just watching me get like, oh my gosh, he's just watching me get touched.
All friendlies have been eliminated.
Like, what are we doing? Yes, I know I'm 1-5. I'm not doing anything, but you're just sitting there. You're not doing anything. Like, help me. Like, Like, I'm inside. I'm, like, in the building. I can't get out because I have 3 people watching me, and you're just sitting out there not even peeking, bro. Like, do something. Anything, please. I mean, like, tag one of them. Scare them. I don't care. Just do anything. Oh, my gosh, bro. Dude. I mean, I'm trying to, like, be a good supporter here. Like, a good support because I'm 1 in 5. But, like, for me to be a support, I need my team to support me as well. Like, I can't support alone. W quote. Clip that. Nope. I might as well go Blackbeard again. I'm ready to go in. You will want me sexy. Nice.
Today my dad asked me, you stay up all night making Roblox videos. Use your drone to locate a bomb.
Honey, see you looking at me, ready to go. Am I going upstairs?
Seconds. 5 seconds to go.
It's a mute gym. Okay. They must have just placed that dude. So
You must locate and defuse the bomb.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Not low at all. Oh my gosh, I'm so lucky. Like, oh my god. Alright, I'm getting Snapchat. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I can't.
We have been eliminated.
Nice, boys. Yeah, we're really good, bro. Okay, well. Oh well. Honey, see you looking at me. I'm ready to go in. You will. We're gonna play another 1v1 because I feel like that's gonna be good. We'll get better that way. Yeah, you find matches so fast because so many people are playing 1v1. And you don't need 10 people. house? I'm sorry, but I don't know how to play house, chat. What's even a good operator band? I guess mute? Like, I don't know who to ban. Not Anonymous 6. Must be a Twitch.
We need to locate a bomb.
I'm assuming second floor, right? Or where are the stairs? There they are. How do I get those up? Oh, there's some rooms right here too.
10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds. Drone has located a bomb. You found a bomb. Make your
Well,
way
I
to
don't
its
know where this
location
kid
and
is,
defuse
though.
it.
I might. Is he Doc? You stink, bro. Like, who does this kid think he is, bro? No, I'm not deaf, bro. This is easy. Half cam?
Protect the bombs. Op 4 located a bomb. Plan your defenses accordingly. Seconds left. 5 seconds.
Well, I don't know where
Op 4 has
any of the
located a
doors are on
bomb.
this map.
Be ready for hostile action.
Here's one. Actually, you can have that. I don't even know what to. Oh, what? I swear that used to be soft. bro. That should have been
Mission
easy for my
failed.
life.
All friendlies were eliminated.
Guys, not good. Fucking. Get rid of yeah, Val. Well, he's not gonna use Val, but no! I should have used him first round. Solid Snake, let's go.
You need to use your drone to locate a bomb. 10 seconds to go.
I still don't know how to get around this map.
5 seconds before insertion. Your drone has found a bomb. You've located a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse
Fire
it.
is now active. What? I'm getting scammaged right now. What? This guy's like, I don't know, I can't hit him. I should be beating this guy. This guy's not good. I'm gonna partially blame the map. This guy's just copying my bands, bro. Why are they like separated? I'm gonna do this and put Alicia on stairs. Honey, she looking at me, ready to go in. You will
Secure the bombs. Down to 10 seconds. 5 seconds left. Op 4 located a bomb. Protect it. Op 4 has located a bomb. Get ready to engage.
okay, like he won't die.
Mission failed.
This kid
All
won't
friendlies
die!
neutralized.
Like, yo. I mean, I'm dropping it. I'm putting an entire mag into his skull, and he's eating every single bullet for breakfast. Like, it can't get, like, Siege, bro. Ubisoft, fix your game, please. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I'll ban Warden. He keeps using Warden. He's literally just copying my bans. I mean, sure, I guess. Jackal's not even good at 1v1s because if you don't know where they are, then you just suck, right? And if you need Jackal to help you find them, then like you need foot. Like, yeah, I'm not going Jackal. I might go like Grim and try to get a plan off.
We need to locate a bomb.
Probably gonna do a second floor again.
Insertion in 10 seconds. Advise your drone has located a bomb. 5 seconds before insertion. You found a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
The B drone slot. Like, who are you, bro?
Op 4 eliminated. Friendly mission successful.
How am I losing this guy? You will want me. Floor loot. Switch, I guess. I don't know, for drones. Fenrir? Okay. Oh, I see how it is. You're gonna use Fenrir and then you're gonna be like, oh yeah, you're not allowed to use Fenrir. And I'm like, oh, okay. We're gonna do barbed wire thorn attack and I'm probably gonna kill. I just gotta know where he's coming from. That's the problem about this building. I don't know where any of the spawn points are.
Protect the bombs.
Like, maybe I can find his drone. Like, I have no idea where this guy's coming from.
10 seconds remaining.
I guess I'll have to guess.
Down to 5 seconds. Op 4 has located a bomb. Plan your defenses accordingly. Bomb located by Op 4.
Try to find like a... Alright, look, now he's like stuck on that side of sight. So we just wait for him to defuse. I hit him. Nice. I'm ready to come in. You will want me. Thorn was a very good pick. I mean, I might as well just go him again, right? But, oh, I still have the shield. I could send one of the sites and just... We could do that. Because he's not even going
Secure
for
the
plant,
bomb.
he's going for kill. I've given him the chance to plant multiple times. And he just went for kills. Alright, wait, hold on, let me just, like, assess the situation here.
10 seconds. 5 seconds and counting.
Oh, that's so easy to see.
You must protect your bombs from being defused by Op 4.
About to get a free kill right here.
Friendly's victorious.
Nice.
Hostiles eliminated.
So much aura. A round of applause for me, please. Thank you very much. Oh, you stand on your own. There you go. I'm ready to go in. You will want me. Alright, we're just some aim training. It's shooting season, boys. Oh. Oh my gosh, my ear holes. I'm ready to go in. You will forget me. What? Alright, wait. First, we gotta check on G2 versus VP. It's not loading. We're refreshing. They ended. No. Who won? Four, 3. 6-3. I think G2 won. Hold on. I think G2 won. G2 wins! Wow. Dude, they were like dominating all day today. Dude, congrats, bro. That's so big for them. Oh my gosh, that's actually so sick. Okay, so wait, G2 is moving on. We're just gonna go Ash. I'm ready. Going. It's gonna go up here.
Set up and start shooting.
Anything, right? I don't know. What do you want? Breathe. Yeah, you're for Roblox. You're for Elgato. Game capture. Alright, I think I'm fine. Play some music in my ears without you guys hearing it. Please don't stop them. Wait, what was that one song called? Pass Out. Here it is. Think I'm a pass out.
Priority phone call for Ash on secure line 3.
Wait, hold on. Never mind. Pass out. Think I'm a pass out. One more drink, I'm a pass out.
Reminder to check in with family protection this week.
Getting advertisements right now, this is not the time.
You're getting there.
Oh my gosh! Wait, what is our max right now? Not bad, not bad. Bro. Like, get this out of my ear, bro. Alright, we're gonna restart Spotify, get rid of the advertisements. If you don't know that strat, you are low-key unk. Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Jackal and Florence, report to briefing room 6.
right, soldier. Keep it going.
I can't move on, baby doll. Waiting on calls to the station. Out loud, outrageous. Oh, baby doll, weighing you down.
Cybersecurity guidelines can be found on personal permits.
Oh, baby doll, weighing you down.
That's a good way to let off steam.
No.
Yeah, looks like someone brought their
Oh my gosh! Oh jeez. Like this. Oh my gosh, wait. We just locked in. That's a new record right there. Man.
Reminder to spend at least 30 minutes in shooting range during your stay.
Never doubted
Oh my
you
gosh,
could do
this
it.
is why it's so hard to get one taps with pistols, dude. Alright. Okay. 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 Another advertisement. Okay, bro. I got another advertisement, bro. Oh my gosh. Done off, yeah. Music. Hey, you baby. Sugar on my tongue. Days in a dead down. Alright. Oh wait, let me take off my training stats real quick. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go with yeah, we'll just go with some G12 low key. Alright, I don't have sound on, by the way. I have music blasting in my ears, so if I'm playing bad, that's why. Alright, and then I think this is what we're gonna end on for today. Hello?
Reloading, watch my back!
Alright, wait, that's a bad look. Hold on, let me lock in.
Watch my back, I need to reload!
Oh my gosh. Hello. What? None of those were headshots? What? What's the love, bro?
I need to reload, cover me!
Yeah, I'll plug it in after stream. Next song. Nice, bro. Ugh, it's so hot in my room. I'm taking off my glasses, bro. I have like a sweat line around my eyes. Like, it's bad in here. Just eat more bullets, maybe. Alright. I'm gonna do... Okay, I'm gonna go till 6:30 Eastern time. And I'm gonna get off. Honestly, today, I think today was a very good day. We did some 1v1s. We won both. We can't lose. There we go. We did play one ranked game. I went like 1-5, which is very disappointing. Oh my gosh, he's in the corner. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, I just got like put on my hands and knees by a robot, dude. I don't know what I'm supposed to do there. I'm like getting surrounded right now. Recoil, dude. The recoil is not there right now, chat. What's going on? Oh gosh, help me. God, help me, please. So bright.
Heads up! I gotta reload!
Ah! Come on, I should have had that easy. Oh my god, I'm getting cooked every single time. I need to. Oh, I'm gonna force myself to go up those stairs no matter what. That gets dead. And then I drop hatch. Oh, you took off the glasses? Yeah, I know. I mean, like, I'm getting like a sweat brow right now because it's so hot in my room. Also, we're ending in like 15 minutes, so. Oh my gosh, bad aim. Yep, negative 360. For absolutely no reason. Oh, I had it. Alright, 13 minutes left. Dude, today was a long stream. 3 hours and 30 minutes. One of my longer streams for sure. Oh my gosh, she's in the corner. Yes, it is. I like left and came back and you were still streaming. Yeah. I don't know. This is how I'm gonna be streaming during summer too. I want to stream as like long as possible without my parents saying I'm on for too long. Which they already say, so. Bro, are you kidding me? Like, we have robots in rat spots now. Got a recoil. Oh my gosh, I'm like getting tired, dude. I'm like fatigued right now. I can't play the game. Good aim. The recoil, the recoil is getting better. 100%. My sister didn't take a nap. It always helps. I don't like. My mom was a napper. Like every single time she got home, like from school when she was younger, she would nap and stuff. I'm like just the complete opposite. I don't know. get that much sleep.
Cover, reloading.
I maybe get like 6, maybe 7 hours of sleep every night. I don't know. It really depends on like where you are. Like right now, that's not much. Yeah, I should sleep more, but like there's multiple studies, where it's like I think it was like ages from like 1 to 11 need like around, oh my gosh, I think maybe 9 hours of sleep. Something like that, or like maybe 10 hours of sleep, and then it's like 11 to 15 to 16 is like 7 to 8 hours, and then it's like, and then it just goes down from there. It's like 40-year-olds only need like 6 hours of sleep, which is kind of hard to believe for me, like to me, because I always see like older people sleeping more than like kids, but I don't know. Hello. Oh, hello. But yeah, before streaming I had really good sleep. I used to like go to the gym at 4 AM. I don't know, I should get back into that habit, but like, it was just so much work. I don't know, we'll see. Their basement, jeez. Yeah, the gym I live nearby like opens at like around 3 something, or used to open at like around 3 something, and they recently like started opening up at like 7 o'clock, so I can't go anymore. But yeah, it was because like I used to wake up really early on my days. Yeah, I don't know, I'm the type of person that can be like both a morning person or like a night owl, because oh jeez, because like I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it. Like some points in my life, I've like always stayed up till like 1 AM and like able to wake up at 6 AM without being sleepy all day. Or other days I'll be like in bed at 8 and wake up at 3 AM or 4 AM. But I don't know. That's me. How about you? How about you? Like when do you usually wake up on a normal day? 7 AM? I mean, that's not... yeah, not good. Wait, do you not have, like, school or anything? But if the weekends, maybe later, I don't know. Yeah, I understand that. I don't know, for me, it's kind of the same all week. I always wake up... It's like I have a little alarm in my head. I gotta, like, wake up at 6, and either I fall back asleep and... maybe sleep until 8, or I don't know, or I just wake up. Oh my gosh. Spotify ads need to stop. Oh. Wait, why? Oh, wait, were you in college and you dropped out of college? Jeez. Out of high school? I don't know. I might... Like, I really don't want to go to college. I feel like it's gonna do nothing for me except for give me debt and a slight chance of getting a good job. And I don't even want a job, low-key. I want to own, like, my own thing. Like a business or something. Eighth grade, okay. Wait, why? Any, like, reason? Or is it, like, personal?
Reloading, watch my back!
So because you don't want to, your parents drop out? How far along is that coming? Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Are you gonna like... Are you gonna try to like put in stores? But I also gotta think of how to promote it online and stuff. Honestly, if I've learned anything from both my businesses, just post anything. Like, if you have friends that are like telling you don't post this, don't put, like, honestly don't listen to them. Like, post the most stupid, this most stupid thing possible. Like, it can be something that doesn't even make any sense. Like, just try things, see what people comment, see what people think about like your baking, like just post. Honestly, I would say for baking,
Need to reload, cover me!
I would like first post videos of maybe you just like editing yourself baking, like literally anything. It can be like food, it can be cake, it can be anything. Yeah, just like post yourself, like edit yourself, like I don't know. I was kind of asking Joey to help design something. I don't know if he does that type of thing. Oh, I got ads. Alright, hold on. Alright, sorry. I feel right. There's mine. Da 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 dee 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 dee. Down 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 down. Alright, so, honestly, like, wait, what are you trying to get from Joey? Like a logo or something? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, you don't need that. I mean, for baking, that should be You should like invest into a logo and stuff after you're already making money and stuff. Right now, just like it can be a picture of yourself. It can be like, I don't know. It really doesn't matter. I would honestly recommend not spending too much money on that type of stuff yet. That's like lazy. Look, when people see your brand, like on social media and stuff, the first thing they see is they don't see your logo first. They never see that first. They always see your videos first. So logos like really like once you have a website and stuff, then that's all they're seeing. I kind of want to make a website, but I don't know yet. Like all that stuff, like I'm telling you right now, the cheapest and fastest way to grow any business, yeah, you 100% should wait for it, because the fastest, cheapest way to do it is just go on Instagram and TikTok, and I don't know, X, if you're, like, I'm not comfortable with posting on X, because it's like, kind of stuff, and I don't, not in on that, but if you're comfortable with that, then post on there too. Like, Facebook is the best, like, probably the best place for you to post anything, because that's like mostly adults. Like, I think the only thing you really need is a good name, like a name that sticks. Yeah. But yeah, like, try to save as much money as possible. One thing I 100% did wrong was go for, like, the major expensive stuff first. So, in my clothing selling company, I spent a ton of money on, like, useless soaps and, like, I don't know, expensive stuff for no reason. I'm telling you right now, the best way to start is not using the best quality stuff. Like, for baking, whatever, like, just use whatever you have for now. If it works, it works. Like, you should get the expensive stuff later on. That's definitely one thing that I ran into a problem, like, early on. Because you run out of money real quick when you're not making, like, a good, steady income. So, get a steady income, or, like, at least something. Like, you should be able to know that next week you're gonna make this amount, X amount of money. So then, like, this week, okay, I'm gonna spend $100 because I know I'm gonna make $200 next week, and I'll just make it back. So, like, everything you do should have good ROI. Like, that's, you should be thinking about ROI. Return on investment. Also, get a job if you don't have one. I know you're 15. best way to get a job is like, is 100% just going door to door for like, I don't know, lawn mowing, especially in summer's coming up, like lawn mowing, like anything. And once you turn 16, you'll definitely have more job options too, so. Like, I worked at a job for like 3 months before I got fired. Oh, my parents started buying stuff. Okay. Okay, yeah, as long as you're not spending your own money, then it's fine. As long as you're not spending your own money, it's perfectly fine.
Gotta reload!
Also, like, try seeing what other bakers are doing. Like, go onto, like, Instagram, go onto, like, TikTok, whatever you have, and just, like, search up baking, and you'll probably find a lot of small accounts, you'll probably find, like, a major big accounts, like, just see, like, what their hooks are, like, what they're saying, like, what they're doing, that attracts so much volume. And then, like, you should also look at small creators and see, like, why are they not getting as many views compared, like, you should be comparing, like, what I did for my Siege account is I compared and contrast, like, major streamers, like, Spoit or even Jinxie, and I saw what they were doing compared to, like, what smaller streamers were doing. And one major thing I always saw was that they were always talking in every single one of their clips. Their face was always shown in every single one of their clips, and now I'm posting almost every single video I post has my face in it. So, like, take what works for other people and try it yourself. That's the best way to just blow up, get attention. And then you create your own thing after you have your first 1,000 followers. So like Jinxie, for example, after he got his first, wait, what? Oh yeah, I was thinking to do that. Yeah, 100%, you should definitely do that. Why haven't you started doing any of that yet? Just wondering. Is there like any reason, like, you can't yet, or? Shot through her hatch right now. Yeah, I've been super busy with stuff at home, like saying. Well, since you've dropped out and you don't really have school, you have so much time. Okay, like I wish I was in your shoes right now. I would like abuse that much time as much as possible. Like every single second you're not doing anything, instead of scrolling a TikTok for an hour, you should be like researching, finding things to do. Like I even further on that, and that's something I'm still trying to work on, which is kind of sucks because it's like I'm like addicted to my phone. I gotta do like a phone detox. Yeah, I completely understand. I know like a lot of people are like that. Like honestly, if she's putting you to work that much, do it late at night or early in the morning, or maybe change your schedule around so like you go to bed sooner and you wake up really early so you can get work done. Like whatever you can do to like just get at least an hour in on work, then you're good. Alright, this is gonna be my last floor. I'm gonna hop off. Wait, what? I can't because she wants me to do it. Well, then do it second. Do your work as fast as possible. Yeah. I mean, also, if your parents are buying you the expensive stuff, then they understand what you're trying to do. Like, that's usually the hardest part for most people is, like, explain to their parents that you think that this is gonna change your life. Like, that baking is, like, okay, for example, my parents, yeah, they just forget, so I have to remind them. Yeah, I completely understand. Yeah, like, my parents, maybe my mom kind of believed in me a little more, but, like, I don't know, they don't really think that playing video games can be a career, or, like, anything like that. So, like, the fact that I am so passionate about gaming, and I'm playing games my entire life, and trying to, like, lock in and make this a thing for myself, like, it's killing my parents. They're like, oh, you're wasting so much time on the video games, like, what are you doing? Like, go to school, get better grades. Like, I don't believe in any of that type of stuff. So, yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm so sweaty. So, yeah. Well, it's all good. Just pray to God. He'll help you. And, that's really it. God's got a path for you, and if you follow that path and let him lead you all the way, then because he knows what you want, so wow. Alright, well, I'm gonna end the stream there. Today was a very good day. I hope you get started on that business, because that's a very good idea. A lot of people like watching baking. A lot of people like buying baked goods from bakers. A lot of people like supporting small bakers and small creators. So, trust me, if you start today, like, in a month, you'll get, like, your first, I don't know, 100 views. You'll get, I don't know. I believe in you. Alright. See you latte. Peace out.